Now what? Sitting in the bar, back corner table booth, catching our breath. Someone looks our way, at least. Being reminded of what it was, and what will be here in New York City. This bubbling mass of status seekers, but to my interest, money spenders and suckers. Not sure of our immediate next steps or what we need to get done. Well, we're off to the art hole at least, the new Elysium. For the time being, until the next Anarch Blaine Masquerade breach. Vivian getting a lay of the land once we get there. Seems like some say Panhard maybe shouldn't be in charge if she was that easy to remove in the first place. Well, she sure does move with ease in this community. Once she tames her beast, she'll be a force for sure. Seems that we can only come to a dead-end conclusions for the time being. So, but back at the coterie, as I makes it into Quade's room to have a little conversation of sorts. He has some pics of architectural gardens, somewhat familiar places on his wall. As if he was some mid-level nobleman that had a greenhouse his Mima attended to when he was off at boarding school in his previous life as a daywalker. Well, time went on. We all decide to head off to the docks to check out where, to, and how to help out with our upcoming venture into the powder for the masses. Must be a Lasombre still about for those shadows. Those goddamn shadows. Well, fuck them. Turns out I did see something, just not what I saw. It's quite soon confirmed, with his visceral actions to save a damsel or two. And cue the hothead control freak Stephen Clark. Not sure who crashed into who, but at the very least, he ain't going back to the Hudson. Try to make a plea with him, take over another drug runner's business maybe. Clark doesn't like the movement in his docks. The conversation begins to dwindle. Emotions start flaring worse than my shots. Vivian shoots Steven. All over the product. At least Orion interjects with some upstanding Camarilla BS. And that's my cue to dip to keep a bit of composure for the next time, maybe, as it seems this coterie thinks its balls are meant for smacking around. We saved a prince after all, don't you know? They better know when to hold 'em and know when to fold 'em. But after I take a quick stroll, Quaid comes back in. After I stumble across him with a quick update, and maybe he can save the conversation as I got nothing else. So, turns out Clark thinks I have the Sanskrit onto us. They labeled him a traitor. Does he refuse to go into Harlem? Sanskrit. He's the one fucking around on the blood. Quaid converses with Clark without much interruption. Sanskrit wants Clark out and dead. So our proposal, help Clark hold the docks, and a deal will be worked out. He wants help. I agree. He's not sure if Sanskrit is after Samis or him, or if System is after him or not. System out of Chicago or Illinois or somewhere. Don't know who's in charge in New York. Someone is the broker, quote unquote. No one knows whom they are. Talk of Cam Forget in 1999, not going back to the Hudson, a death warrant. Well, to sum that up, fuck, bullshit, Sanskrit, god damn it, fuck, not going back to the Hudson. We good with that deal? So to help replace the bandage ripped off that wound idiom, we round up lost women from Quaid and the container. The not product, turn over to Vivian's group for coverage and hopes that they remain a non-product. At least Vivian isn't reloading before the night's through. Then Matthias gets a phone call as Echo on a private call meeting with someone of the same clan. For what? Just hopes he keeps his head screwed on straight and recounts why we did what we did without his emotions clouding his judgment. We got deals to make good on and more domain to manage. How deep are we making our roots now? That's the recap.
Whoops, I was muted. All right, so what was I about to say? Last evening's events, took up the majority of the evening, and we left with the coterie once again gathered at their domain, their bar. Vivian's taken the girls upstairs, and as I recall, Matthias went to his office to take a call, and the rest of you were just kind of milling about until the end of the night. Or the rise of the morning, whichever you'd prefer. So, which will bring us to the close of that evening. And everyone give me a rouse check for the awakening of the new.
See those dice, Quaid?
Well, it was nice.
I am not in roll 20.
Yeah, I got to get my roll 20 up as well. For the record, both of those pictures are in New York. One of them's in Central Park.
Cool.
All right, it seems as though the events of last evening have disturbed the majority of the coterie, and their day's rest was restless, leaving them the next evening hungrier. And what is on the agenda for this evening?
Well, I think it's time to meet with people and see what's what, if anyone got anything, considering it's there's some back-end movement going around with not everyone happy with Panhard. So I think Junior's going to be finding himself to the bar, the back corner booth, and just kind of waiting for the rest to stir and come alive.
All right.
Matthias will come out of his office and join him at the table as his usual spot at the bar at night.
Evening, Matthias. Any thoughts or words for tonight? Or wait on the rest?
Wait on the rest.
Alright. Well, at least we're not being summoned by the sheriff at all hours again. That's kind of nice.
Don't speak too soon. You never know what the hell's going to happen.
I'm just waking up. I don't want to speak too soon.
Any word on their rousing, or are they just slow?
Quake
We might
comes
need to do
upstairs.
a bit of a feeding if everyone's kind of sluggish.
I could eat.
Wait.
After last night? Yeah.
So far as
Yeah.
I know, the two guys whose heads I banged together came back with us and were not killed off.
Yeah, you still got a car with a bunch of bodies in the back.
Yeah, they're parked
We
out
have some
back.
disposal to manage.
Yes. Once Vi comes around, done playing with the girls, I guess, we'll sort out the day.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did you get Clark's number? I can't remember if I got his number. I forgot.
I don't believe I did, actually.
I know we're not supposed to be using our phones in the first place, but
I didn't have one on me.
We lose Alex?
Sorry, I'm here. I was looking some stuff up about vampire lore real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna come down after helping out the girls and go, well, how are we all doing after that fucking excursion?
Hungry.
I think everyone's a little sluggish and hungry, to say the least.
You know, after we freed Panhard, I really thought things would change.
They have.
I guess. Hard to
Junior kind of looked left and right with smiling.
As
We
you
were
look around, you can
peons,
see there's about a dozen people in here, you know, various states of drinking. And that you spot the door opening, which isn't unusual. It's a bar.
I don't mean our wealth or our people. I mean fucking kindred. Thought we'd maybe get along more.
Yeah, that'll never.
Dream on, brother.
You expect every clan to get along with each other after one gets murdered? Come on. You're smarter
Are we
than
just
that.
Destined? I haven't been a kindred long. Are we just destined to kill each other over and over again? Is this our life? Is this what being a immortal, powerful monster is?
Oh, it's to not
Everything
die.
we work for gets destroyed.
You had one key word in there. Monster. And Junior's
Not
right.
monsters.
Not die.
It's what you make of it.
What's not dying if we're not living?
Are we living? Have you felt a pulse?
Play the right chord and I'll get a
I
pulse.
just the Vivian that was alive had a lot more aspirations for life. Had a lot more care. I feel like the Vivian now is watching bickering children slash and kill each other and hoping maybe they'll all get along. I don't know. I'm fucking hungry and I'm tired.
As she rambles on, Matthias scans the bar and notices the door opening and kind of draws his eye.
While you guys have been talking, a woman in uniform has entered the bar and is talking to people. She's got a notepad out.
Like a police?
You know, kind of? Question mark?
Can I go talk to her?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm just gonna walk up there and go, hey, excuse me, ma'am. I run this establishment. Is everything all right?
Yeah, one moment, please.
I think I'm just gonna wait for her, kind of surprised how she treated me.
And she goes back to talking to the people that she was talking, like the two guys that she was talking to at the bar.
I'm gonna give her a minute before I interrupt her again. Go, ma'am.
Excuse me. A moment, please. This is the
Was
last
there
time I asked
something
nicely.
Was there something you needed, ma'am?
Would you like to take a visit downtown?
I'm the owner of this establishment. You're coming
And
in
I
and
will
questioning my
talk
guests.
to you when I'm ready to talk to you. I appreciate you introducing yourself to me. However, right now you're interfering with an investigation,
What
which
investigation?
last time I checked is a crime in the state of New York.
Is this loud enough for us to hear?
She's raised her voice a bit, but like you know, people are. It's a bar. People are talking, and you can tell by the body language. Like she's gone. She's not casual. I don't know what Vivi's body language looks like right now.
Oh, Vivian looks like she wants to kill her. She's really hungry, and it's one of those things where, like, she looks really tasty in a way.
Matthias will let out a giant whistle to get the attention of the room. See who turns.
Oh, look.
Some people turn. Some people ignore you. Like,
Junior puts his head down and puts his hat over his eyes a bit. Like, oh, fuck.
I'll walk over and sit down. Fucking bitch.
Testy.
I'm real thirsty.
I said Testy. She seems, she got under your skin.
Fucking cops. Or PI or whatever the fuck she is.
she's in uniform, so she's definitely like not a private investigator or anything like that.
Okay.
The uniform, though, is not a traditional cop uniform. It's like slacks, a warm coat. That's the Gore-Tex.
It's goddamn Port Authority, isn't it?
And she's not wearing a traditional cop hat. Though she does have a badge.
I'm just gonna wait for her to do her thing because Vivian's gonna kill her if she says anything rude again.
Matthias just waits.
After about 5 minutes, she closes her notepad and walks away from the pair who are closest by the door. They were just sitting at the edge of the bar on the end by the door. And she kind of scans the bar and starts walking towards the table. Not your table, just another random table that's got like 3 or 4 guys sitting around it.
What time is it? It's like 10?
Roughly 10 p.m. Sorry.
Do we put a thorn in her side and close the bar early today? Kick everyone out? Or do we let
Just
her...
let her do her thing.
Okay.
What's
She
the mortal
disappeared.
do their mortal stuff? Stay out of it.
I don't think we did anything wrong. She's probably just...
Stupid.
I don't know. I don't fucking care.
Just act normal.
Hey, Quaid, can we go take care of that car problem of yours?
What does Quaid look like right now?
The Italian warehouse looking guy.
Okay.
What's I hear Junior ask about the car problem? They'll toss him the key.
Oh, thanks. Hey, Quaid, let's get out of here. I'm sure Matthias and Vivian can handle this big city dick
It's-
here.
I got
It's
it.
possible that that's what they're here about, and going out and getting in it might be a bad move.
Go
But we can go
Go
scope
up.
it out anyway.
out the front door and check out the
And
area. You know what to do.
go out the front and go around and look. Yeah. Quaid just gets up and walks out the front door by himself.
Okay, as you start walking out the front door, she quickly stops her conversation with whoever she's talking to and intercepts you. I assume that like you're not like slipping out the door, you're just kind of casually walking out the door.
No, I was just leaving the bar.
Excuse me, sir, if you can stay here for a couple minutes, I'd like a few words with you.
Yeah, I guess. Sure, officer. I got to get up early, that's all.
I understand. I just have some questions.
Okay.
Would you care to sit down? So she motions towards an empty table. This
Go
won't
ahead and
take
sit
long.
down.
Can I get your name, please?
Brian Adams.
And she's got her notepad out again. She, obviously jots it down. Any relation to,
No. Yeah, I get sick of hearing about that. Nah, just what my parents named me.
Do you have any ID?
Yeah. He
Would
pulls
you
out a
mind?
wallet. Yeah. He pulls it out.
Okay, she glances at it, makes a note on a notepad. Where's this ID come from? Like, do you have a mask or something?
Yeah, actually, I've got 2 masks,
Okay.
but this is my primary.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Can I ask you what shift do you work?
I typically work evenings, but this is my off day, and I was trying to get some extra rest.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Can I ask which business in particular down the docks you work at? Pardon me for presuming. She just kind of motions to your attire.
Yeah. What's this about, officer? I mean, I haven't done anything. I mean, I don't want to be uncooperative, but I mean,
Mr. Adams, politely, I'm going to put this politely. I'll be asking the questions right now, but so you're aware, I'm investigating a murder.
shit. Do I need a lawyer?
You are, by all means, within your rights to get a lawyer. These are just preliminary investigate.
Yeah, no,
questions.
I haven't done anything. I'm sorry, it's not every day I get questioned about a murder. That's
I
all.
understand. So the business you work at again, please?
And I don't have it offhand. And frankly, I wish I had taken the time to send you the 2 and work them up when I should have been doing some other shit, and I haven't done it. So I don't have it for you to call on. He's got a theoretical, I mean, he can give her the name of a place down on the docks, but they're
Alright.
not going to know him.
Fair enough.
And he does.
All
He
right, I
deserves-
see. Were you working last night?
Yeah.
Can I ask what hours you're working?
11 to 7.
And she's notating all this down. I see. Did you hear or see anything unusual?
No.
What is your
Like
job
what?
exactly?
I drive a forklift. It's a food distribution place. I move pallets of frozen stuff mostly.
I see. So this is indoors work.
Yeah. I'm inside a warehouse.
Okay, I understand. Do you have a number I can reach you at just in case?
He gives her a number. It's bullshit.
Okay. She jots it down. Again, you were inside. You weren't at the location of where we found the body. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay. Good.
You're not in any trouble. Unless you lied to me.
I didn't think I was. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I have for you right now, Mr. Adams.
Okay. Is it okay for me to go now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You're free to leave.
Thank you, officer. He glances at the badge. What kind of badge is it?
Port Authority.
Yeah. Okay. And he just walks out, just casual.
Okay, she finishes scribbling a notebook, goes back to the table that she left, and continues talking to them and asking them questions and taking notes. So you get out to the front of the bar. You can see the Port Authority cruiser parked out front.
Okay.
Just the one car.
All right. I'll walk down the sidewalk and then around the back.
All right. You slip around the back to where you guys left the car. It's still there, undisturbed from where you left it the night before.
Okay.
And Troy, as I see Quaid leave the front of the bar, I'm going to be walking out through the back of the bar.
Okay. So you two connect at the back of the bar.
Yep. Yeah, we probably need to get rid of this fucking car altogether. They obviously got a report. They may have a description of the car, and it's got damage from a wreck. You know, it's going to be pretty distinctive.
Well, you got an extra set of plates to toss on this thing at the moment?
Yeah, here, let me check my back pocket. No.
Just asking, Quaid.
Yeah, I know.
You're the sneaky one around here. You know, it's there's something going on.
I don't have any plates on me
Yeah.
when I'm sitting in the bar not knowing the police are coming, and I don't have any tools on me to steal a plate off of another car.
Troy, is there any other cars down this alleyway?
Not down the alleyway. There's the parking lot around the side where there's a handful of cars parked there.
Scope it out both directions, make sure there aren't any police cars there.
No, well, there's the cruiser out front, but
Yeah, but I mean, other than that.
whoever this woman is here on her own.
Yep. I would say we need to get it away from here. Well, shit, I don't know, man. We need to get it away from here, get it cleaned up,
Mhm.
and I guess let the car service pick it up. But
Okay, let's move it to a parking garage.
yeah, let's get it the hell out of sight somewhere not terribly close to here.
Let's go then. I'll drive. You just tell me where to go.
All right, so you guys are just taking the car to a parking garage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, back in the bar with Matthias and Vivian, what are the two of you doing?
I'm just gonna get laser eyes on the woman. Like, I want her out of my bar. I do not want.
I'm not doing a thing. I'm just watching her.
All right, she's floating from table to table, like asking questions, taking notes. She skips your guys' table, like at a glance. She just glances at you guys and just goes over to what appears to all the tables that she's hitting look like they're like dock workers.
Mm-hmm.
I think after just taking her time, I'm gonna walk and go, ma'am, is there a problem?
There's going to be if you keep interfering with an investigation.
You gonna arrest me in my own bar?
I am perfectly within my rights to.
Matthias gets
May I
up.
know why you're questioning my guess? Maybe I could help you.
She looks you up and down very quickly. I doubt it.
Why is that?
You don't look like a dock worker to me.
Matthias,
Unless you...
No, but I
Matthias,
serve them all night.
Matthias walks up, go, Vi,
Yes,
let's let the lady do her job.
I don't want her in my bar.
What do you want is no longer relevant.
Let the lady do her job, please.
Sorry. I haven't eaten for a few days. She's gonna go sit down.
You should probably get a burger or something.
I'll turn.
You head over to Arl's place, 2 blocks west of here. He serves fish and chips all night. It's a great place.
Actually,
I recommend it enough.
I agree. But apologies. And I'll turn around and just walk her back to the table. The faster she's does her thing, the faster she's out of here.
I don't like cops, Matthias.
What you do with her outside of the bar, I don't give a fuck.
No, if I
Inside
kill her,
here?
it'll cause more problems.
Inside here, people probably know she's here. That's worse.
I know.
While you're watching her, you can see she's got a pretty friendly relationship with a lot of these guys.
She's been doing this for a while then.
Take from that what you will.
She no one particularly, seem more casual with one over the other? Any others like out?
Not particular. Like some tables, like that she goes to, it's very, to the point in business. There's other tables where it's like, hey, how's it going? Where there's a smile and a wave from across the bar.
Interesting. Vi, you know anything about that table? Any of those guys?
Out of character, probably not.
No, fill in
I don't know shit about
random dock workers.
Okay.
She's avoiding like what Vivian would know to be the mob guys who are dressed up a little bit nicer.
Okay. So she's avoiding the mob guys.
Yeah. Not like, like she's just not going to those tables.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I'll let time pass, let her do her thing, and
Yeah, she's there for a good probably 45 minutes, floating from table to table. Going through her notepad, writing stuff down. Before she finally closes the notepad, stands up from the last table, looks around again, tucks the notepad away, and then casually makes her way over to your guys' table.
good evening.
Good evening,
How can I help you, man?
New York
Officer.
State Port Authority.
I see. Have you been satisfied with your work here?
No, but I didn't suspect I would find much anyways. But it doesn't hurt to ask.
You gotta put the beat on the street, right? Or is that what they say here? I don't know.
I hope your night has been eventful. Is there anything we could do to help?
Did you notice anything odd with any of the dock employees that came into the bar last night? Say perhaps around, you likely would have or should have been closed, but likely around 4 a.m.
We would have been closed by that time.
We don't serve at
We
4
usually
a.m.
close up shop about 3.
So no after parties or anything like that here.
No. It's COVID.
Unless cleaning up the
We gotta keep a
unless
standard.
cleaning up the bar counts, disinfecting.
If we want to keep our doors open, we have to keep a standard. I'm sure you're aware.
I don't care if you stay open late.
Well, I do. Because
Fair enough, but I'm not going to be giving you a hard time because of if you do.
well, I appreciate that. I like my business. I'd rather keep it.
Understand? Can I get you both of your names? She pulls up the notepad again.
Matt,
Vivian,
Last names, please.
Reed.
Echo.
Just jots them down. All right, and you, she looks at Vivian. You said you're the owner here?
Mm-hmm.
Or manager or something of the sort?
I'm one of the owners.
Very well. Can I get a number to call in case I need to get a hold of any one of you?
I'll pull
I
out.
don't suspect that I will.
I'll pull out my lawyer's business card and hand it to her.
Oh, we can take that route. She glances at the card and tucks it away.
And then I'll give the bar's number, the landline. Either way,
Okay, she jots down the number.
that's how to get a hold of us.
I don't suspect that you're in any trouble.
The last thing we want is trouble in our bar.
And what I'm looking for is not in your bar.
Good.
Well, I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint. Hopefully, you'll catch whomever you're looking for. Question mark.
Whom or whatever.
Yeah.
A man was slaughtered down the docks last evening. Or this morning, I suppose.
Sorry to hear that. Should we be aware of anything?
Statement will be made to the press overnight. But we want to
Slaughtered.
get a hold
Sounds like it wasn't with a gun then.
It was, distasteful, let's just say.
Ooh.
But we want to make sure that we get a hold of the family beforehand and whatnot before it goes to the press.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you do what you have to do. If there's nothing we can tell us now, we'll wait for your press release to keep an eye out.
If you have any further concerns, please don't be afraid to call.
I may stop in again, at shift change or whatever. Shift change is usually at 11 and 3 a.m.
Usually.
About.
And you don't stay open a little bit later to catch that last shift change?
Maybe 10 minutes sometimes, but we're not that kind of bar.
Let a few to, get that little drink before they head home. But they don't stay.
She kind of nods, kind of knowingly.
We're not letting people stay overnight in our bar. That's for sure.
I was hoping on a hope beyond hope that perhaps whoever did this swung by last night.
Hoping. Think it'd be
Well,
bad on our
they can be
reputation.
arrested.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't here at 3 a.m. I was asleep.
I completely understand. Who was working?
Not
That'd be me.
not to hurry you.
I
All
like
right.
to disinfect everything, make sure everything's good, keep up with CDC regulations. I don't want to have to close down my bar. Not just for
Is
money,
that-
but I like
Is
to.
that a concern?
Well, with COVID.
You do know there's a pandemic going on, right?
I do know that, and I know that the health
Technically,
authority.
it is a concern. Technically,
The
everywhere.
health authority is crawling up our ass because of it.
One would think they'd be a bit busy.
Anything that's open, they're crawling up their ass. Including that fish and chip place down the street you mentioned.
Fucking assholes just get in the way of people making an honest living.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And he smiles at her.
All right, well, those are the only questions I had. So, yeah, I'm sorry to cause a disruption in your bar. I know most of these guys.
I'm sorry, I don't think I got your name, did I?
Claire Rains,
Claire Rains.
officer.
Thank you, Miss Rains. I'm sorry you didn't find what you were looking for, and I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Yeah, she kind of looks around the place. She's like, I'm surprised I've never been here. I know it's been being renovated, so.
We've
been a little busy.
How long have you owned this place?
God, how long has it been, Matthias?
6-8 months. We finally have started to fix it up, and with other opportunities Do you like wine? I have a winery upstate, so.
I don't partake. I'm on the job.
Oh, obviously not while you're working. I was merely wondering if you enjoyed an adult beverage when you're not.
Flirting with an officer, Matthias. Good.
Forgive me. I'll refrain.
I'm used to it with the guys. And she kind of nods her head towards the general bar crowd.
They can be a bit rowdy at times. Even more so brave with liquor. I'm sure she could attest and tell you plenty of stories.
God, I hate
What?
men.
I didn't have to shoot any of them, so there's that.
Well, I appreciate you not spreading blood in my bar.
I don't know if they laid a hand on me, I would shoot them. But they know that.
I see you,
Intense, but I think it's the job done.
you seem familiar with a bunch of them. I take it you've been on the job for a while?
2 years.
Yeah, I assume make rounds in the docks, because that's your whole thing, right? Port Authority.
Yeah,
Check what's coming and going.
we kind of, all of Hunt's Point, we kind of police.
So there's, forgive me,
Unless
is there-
NYPD needs to get involved.
they respect your authority and leave you alone?
Less work on their plate.
Can't argue that method.
That and most of the problems that happen down here would go well above their pay grade.
Oh, well. I guess we chose an interesting place to open a bar.
I don't think we've had too many issues down here. Definitely no murders.
Yep, well, hopefully I can find out whoever did this before NYPD has to get involved.
Well, I wish you luck in your search.
Stay safe.
Because if they get involved, it's going to be a hell of a lot bigger of a mess and a lot more of an annoyance than me coming into your bar asking some questions.
NYPD's finest, am I right?
I'll take you over the NYPD.
Wise choice, probably. Some of them are alright, don't get me wrong. They're not bad people. They're just, used to dealing with the gangbangers and shit, and they just treat everyone kind of the same.
Well, again,
I can tell you, with the attitude that you flung towards me earlier, they would have had you in cuffs in the back of a car without even blinking. I don't like to work that way, though.
I see you're very thorough.
I try to be.
Well, I commend you for working in as you just can probably tell, a male-dominant field and stand on your own 2
A
feet.
hostile work environment.
True?
I hope you hadn't had too many incidents.
No, occasionally somebody's hands go wandering where they shouldn't.
And you break a wrist or two.
No, she just shoots them. Are you kidding me?
I haven't had to shoot them yet.
Yes, that's the cop way.
I've only had to draw my weapon a couple of times. Usually they're pretty good about no means no.
That definitely sends a message.
And they look after each other. None of them wants to see each other go to jail, which I'm more than willing to put them on. And the jail I put them in isn't the nice, cushy NYPD jail.
You send them over there, don't you? He nods towards like the island.
No, we put them in the holding where we put the undocumented migrants.
Oh, all right.
I think Vivian's looking like visibly uncomfortable, but just not saying anything.
And if they continue being pricks, they can take a trip down to Guantanamo.
All right.
Matthias just nods.
It was a
like,
pleasure talking to you, ma'am.
She kind of gives a penetrative glance towards you, Vivian.
She gives like a kind of fake smile, but like, get out of my bar kind of vibe.
And she stands up and straightens her coat and extends her hand.
Are you not going to shake her hand? I reach over and shake her hand.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'll shake her hand.
Vivian? And then she goes over to Matthias. Matt? Or is it Matthias?
It's Matthias.
Drive safely, officer.
And her, when she's looking at you, she looks, how to describe this?
Like she looking through me, she knows.
She knows something's up. Probably not what, but she is very good at her job.
Mm-hmm. I just shake her hand and lean back in the seat.
And then she walks out of the bar.
Bye.
Meanwhile, how far is this parking garage that you guys are going to?
5 or 6 blocks, and we pull it not to the very top, but up to one of the top floors, which should be sparsely parked, and park it back.
I mean, all of them are fairly sparsely parked, considering COVID and everything.
Yeah, but the idea is there's not much reason for anybody to be parking up that high. There won't be many people going up there. And
Fair enough.
pull it in with the damaged side facing a concrete wall,
Okay.
you know, like in a corner, whichever side it is that took the impact.
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, it was right over the tire.
Yeah. Like the quarter panel on the tire.
Yeah.
Bent the tie rod. You know, car stuff.
And so you're not able to get it, like, you kind of park it into a corner where it's, because there's no damage to the front of the vehicle, but just that one side, like the bumper's a bit bent towards the front of the car and whatnot. But that's basically it.
Okay.
So it won't pass any investigation per se. Like, anyone who's
No.
with any experience is going to know this got hit by another car.
Oh yeah. You know, it's not trying to hide that so much as park in a parking place that is by a wall and put the damaged side on the wall side, and you know, let it go at that.
All right. And then you guys are just strolling back.
It's that or call an Uber, and I don't have a phone on me.
5 city blocks.
Wow, it's forever.
Ty, you're muted if you are talking.
Yeah, I was. And I was going to say, on our way back, I think we're going to take that time to maybe do a bit of feeding, just to stave off any hunger as I talk with Quaid.
All right, you can both give me a feeding roll and engage in your conversation.
I'm going to be looking for probably when we get pretty close to Central Park, and
Central Park?
What the?
isn't that where we're close to?
God, no.
Fuck no.
No? All right, disregard.
A park.
A park or an alleyway is where I'm going to fucking do a bit of my guzzle somebody. Do a bit of street mugging. What's the difficulty, Troy? Right now?
Lots.
Is it 4 or 5?
What's your feeding type?
It's Alley Cat.
4.
Sandman. Although
5.
you know,
I need to make a check too. I'm so fucking thirsty.
I'm just feeding off nothing but shadows again.
Damn.
Fuck.
Well done. Oh, it was a difficulty 4 for Junior, which completely failed.
Mhm.
So you don't spot anyone on the walk.
Yep.
And for Quaid, unfortunately for you, you went by a parking garage, and there's no residential area nearby.
okay.
So does Vi just take off and go feed?
I imagine I'm gonna find someone in the bar. Or was it just for those two? I think I missed it.
They were. It was kind of a split combo. They were doing their thing.
My bad.
Yeah, just keep the die roll. We'll get back to that. So what's the conversation that Quaid and Junior are having?
Well, because I can't really fucking find anybody, I'm assuming the streets are pretty dead and open and barren.
Yeah.
So,
At best, you see a car drive by.
so Quaid, how long do you anticipate anything happening or nothing happening before the prince gets attacked again?
Hell, I don't know. She's still a prince, and she's just withstood a serious attempt.
Mm-hmm.
So,
By multiple
good.
fronts.
yeah, it's somebody's going to have right fuzzy balls to take another run at her this soon, unless they've got more backing than I'm hearing anything about.
I think somebody might be going after her sooner than later before she can get a strong sense of her feet on the ground. Right now, they're still going to be a bit shaky.
Yeah, she's got to get her allies back
Mm-hmm.
built, her alliances. You hearing anything about anybody in particular? Or is that just a general
No, I got a bad feeling right now. That's all.
Yeah.
Like with all the other shit that's going around, and sure, she's back, but
That power vacuum was out there way too long. People got, they didn't get comfortable with it, but they got used to her not being around.
that's right. So with her not being around, and now all of a sudden she is who else is going to be on the chopping block? And anyone that's got enough power either might flee or might strike first. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but whatever it is, it's not going to be pretty. But have you heard anything more about this whole Harlem thing? What the hell's going on over there? Or with the Samitsi maybe or something? Or you've got nothing?
Bouchard said that was the Tzimitzi. And that apparently the Tzimitzi was behind what happened to the ministry up there. And told me to stay the hell away from there. And that's about all I know. Other than what Stephen was saying last night. And whatever hell that monster from below thing was.
Yeah.
Frankly, I would a whole lot rather play youngling vampire of no particular notice and keep my head down and my mouth shut and kind of let things play. I'm all for watching and trying to see what's happening, but
Yeah, we might not get that position. That's what I'm kind of feeling. And then next
yeah,
little while.
well, I don't want to pick the wrong side out of ignorance either.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you know how it is. You wind up caught in a vice and you have to commit somewhere. And that's always a roll of the dice.
Well, have you been in touch with Wade at all recently? Is he showing his head? Or nothing.
Was that
Big
to me too?
Yeah, that was good. The big Anarchuria guy. Have you
Oh,
seen it?
no, I had seen him. I don't want to see him.
All right.
I don't want to see him. I don't want to see the sheriff. I don't want to go to the Elysium. I don't want to see the prince. I just want to not be fucked with.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think once we get back, we got to start making good on this, checking out the docks and keeping the docks clean. So
Yeah, well,
we might want to. I know
I just fed that cop a ration of bullshit. I can't use this face anymore.
Well, I get that, but if they're starting to poke around, we need to find out.
Well, the bad thing
what the hell's
is
going on with that container in the
if
first place.
if she makes the calls to confirm and she seems like the methodical type,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what I said isn't going to stand up, and she's going to be back looking for me and back looking at the bar. You can count on it,
Sure.
you know. And you know, I've got an alternate ID. I can, you know, just let that one slide and not use it anymore and not use that face. But that looks like that shapes up to become a continuing problem more than likely.
Well, then maybe we get her on our side.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't get that union boss you wanted. Maybe you get that Port Authority person instead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I could live with that.
Mm-hmm.
Not entirely sure how to manipulate it, but I think Matthias probably has enough mind control chops to
I'm saying make her
work.
your ghoul.
Yeah, I understand, but
Right.
yeah, and you know, I've never had a ghoul before, so I'm kind of fuzzy on how the whole damn thing works. You know.
Oh. Well, it's every once in a while you got to go give them some of your blood. But you want to make sure that you keep up with that strong emotional bond, or it can slowly break. And be careful what you tell them. But once they find out, if they see things or know things beforehand, you're going to want to try to find out everything out about them in the first place. But they'll be pretty honest and upfront with you. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I'm just nervous about doing it with a cop that's investigating us. You know.
Yeah.
It takes her off the board if it works right, but if it blows up somehow, it's not good.
True. Too true. Hmm.
I don't like the way Vi was reacting to her. She's
Vi still, I
she's
think,
too
comes
damn touchy
across.
with everybody, man, and she's gonna pop off at the wrong person and
Oh,
really cause herself a problem.
well, we can only do so much, right?
Well, I understand that. It's like standing there looking at the car on the train tracks and the train coming. You know it's coming. It's just
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kind of hard to handle that one.
Oh, I'm not going to try to handle it. Well, I mean, look, she's Toreador,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm Nosferatu, and there's a notorious thing going on there, and I've worked real hard not to fire any of that up and not to try to push her and boss her around, you know, and I'm not going to start now. I'll try to be, a calming voice or a word to the wise, but I'm not going to try to push her to do something or not to do something or try to manipulate her because,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I would resent that being done to me and I couldn't blame her if she did. Plus,
Yep.
she's in the coterie and I need to keep the peace.
Mm-hmm. Well, not necessarily keep the peace, but we want to make sure that we're not going to jeopardize
Well,
each other. That's what I'm looking
I want to stay on good terms.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that I won't speak up if she's about to do something really dumb, but on the whole, I'd kind of rather some of that came from somebody other than me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe Matthias. I don't have any problem with backing him up. I just don't want to be the front man for it.
Yeah, I get that. I feel it. Well, did, does she even have a sire in this city, or
I really don't know.
don't know?
I don't know that we've sat down and had that talk.
Yeah. Well, it might be handy to find out a bit more about her too, just in case. See if there's any better coping mechanisms sometimes, or what to avoid to set with what would set her off in the first place.
Well,
Seems a little mixed bag.
I think obviously she's been mistreated by men in the past. It's probably part of why she's touchy. And then,
Hmm.
the whole thing about talking to her and her girls with respect and certain words just sending her up in thin blue smoke, which is what I worry about. We work
Maybe
in a
we do.
dockside. We work in a dockside bar. One of these guys calls them whores or something, and yeah, it could get out of hand.
Well, maybe we need to get her a whipping boy of some kind.
Quaid kind of rolls his eyes.
Just saying. Just putting it out there.
Yes, mistress.
All right,
I
and while you guys are walking back having this conversation, back to the bar where Vivian, I don't know if seduce is the right word, but managed to
No, that'd be
capture your
correct.
prey for the night.
Cool. I'm gonna drink up because I am at full hunger.
How much you gonna drink?
I think 2.
All right, where are you doing this, by the way?
I think she has her own bedroom for this. She leads him into.
All right. And while you do that, what is Matthias doing?
It's probably going to backfire in my face, but oh well. He's going to run out after the Port Authority, after Claire, and catch her at a car and go, Miss Raines, one more thing.
She's kind of got the door open, like 1 foot inside the door. So then she leans on the hood of the vehicle. What's that?
Forgive me for holding it back. I didn't want my partner to, well, you've seen the temperament she has. I usually use a car service, and I acted a fool and craved one of those fish and chips on the way home, and, well, I left it running while I went inside, thinking wee hours I'd be fine. I was wrong. The car was stolen.
Around what time was this? She steps out of the car and gently shuts the door, pulls out a notepad.
1:30, roughly, around between 1 and 2.
What's the make and model of the car?
It was a Lincoln Navigator. I use a car service, and I give her the number. It's one of their cars, but it was rented under my name, and well, they have insurance, and I was a little embarrassed because I normally don't do stupid things like that.
Did you report it stolen?
No, because it's not like me to be that dumb, and so I want to actually just tell you, since you're the authority in this area. I wasn't sure if NYPD, how it worked, being new to the Hunts Point and all.
Well, stolen cars isn't exactly my specialty, but it's definitely good to know.
I apologize. I'm not sure if that should I call NYPD if that happens to me again, or if someone actually does just mug me, per se. I don't want to wrinkle up your jurisdiction and all that. As you say, this is Port Authorities.
Well, it gets complicated. Like, you can call either or, but generally I deal with the port and just the port.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the workers that work under the port fall into sort of a gray area.
Understood.
That either one of us could investigate.
Understood. So for the future, I'll attempt to navigate NYPD's lovely phone system.
Yeah, if it happens on the ground, on land, it's their problem.
Okay.
But if it's in the water, like if we find the car in the water, it becomes my problem.
Understood. I'm a little prideful, and I obviously didn't want her to flip out, so that's why I chased after you. I wanted to come clean about that.
Yeah, I understand.
Is there any other information I can give you, or are you satisfied?
I'm satisfied for now, though. Where are you? I would avoid the Sultana Distribution Services area.
Okay, I generally don't spend much time down there, but I would definitely make note to steer clear of the docks entirely for now. Yeah.
I mean, she glanced at her watch. A few hours. I imagine the scene will be cleaned up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where you get your stuff from. Like, if you go over to get your alcohol directly from Anheuser-Busch.
The day manager deals with it when we're not obviously open or busy. Well, we usually deal with it during the normal business hours, not like a 10 p.m. kind of thing.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
so
regardless,
we have no
next door. So
yeah, we have no reason to. We actually just recently stocked, so we have no reason to go over there for at least maybe a week at least.
All right, just take it as a friendly heads up. Like, you might be a little bit delayed.
Well, I appreciate that, and
we're getting our work done as quickly as possible.
Again, best of luck.
Appreciate that.
And I'll turn around and walk off.
And she slips in the car, and the car pulls away.
And I'll go back in the bar and just sit and wait for everyone else to arrive.
All right. After about 20 minutes, Quaid and Junior return. Giving Vivian a little bit of respect there that, she takes a little bit longer than 20 minutes.
Thanks.
Gentlemen.
He doesn't, but she does.
Yeah. Junior takes less than 5.
But... Wow, TMI. No, I'm just kidding.
Guess Quaid and I end up walking back over to where Matthias is probably still sitting in the bar waiting for our return, I assume.
Well, he went right to the bar, so like not the booth. So he's sitting at the bar.
Oh.
There's construction workers around, or not construction workers, warehouse workers rather.
Fuck boys.
And they're all rather loud and rambunctious as the alcohol is flowing.
As they do.
And carry on.
I kind of lean in towards Matthias and just kind of put my back to the bar and just turn my head toward him. Well, I think we're gonna need to go check on some things down by where we promised we'd start keeping watch to help out. What do you think?
Not so fast.
No? All right.
They're cleaning up, and I just told her I'm not going to be around the docks anytime this week.
Oh.
Apparently, a big mess was left, so they said it might be delays if we ever get the need or desire to go to Anheuser-Busch to refill our supply.
Don't they just order booze from a liquor wholesaler who delivers it?
But it's cheaper to go directly to
Why
the
would
source.
you go down to Budweiser? I mean,
You're buying directly from the source. Cuts out the middleman.
Yeah, they typically don't like selling to end users. They sell to wholesalers.
Well,
whatever. Not my problem.
Nor is it mine. It's a day manager.
Our little problem that had been in the back parking lot's been moved to a parking garage 5-6 blocks away.
Oh, what problem? I reported my car stolen.
Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you that, guys, last night. I stopped in for fish tacos and I left it running thinking I was fine for, 2 minutes, and some jackass took it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you've
Jackass
got a
probably had
car.
a mask.
You've got a car with what was in the car and whatever trace evidence was left in the car.
Well, of course. The rental company is to me, and I drove the car, and I lost it about 1:30 in the morning.
Oh. Well, I guess we need a new car then.
I'm going to have to call and tell the car service. I let the Port Authority lady know.
All right.
But when Vi's finished back there, she's, I'm gonna have to have a talk with her. She's a little too feisty for my liking today.
All right. I was actually maybe instead of a talking per se, maybe we can find out a bit more about where she came from. Might help us understand her a bit better. You think?
Maybe.
Is it okay if I enter the scene, DM?
What?
Is it okay if I enter the scene?
Yeah, sure.
I think she's gonna come down and go, "What about me?"
Oh, speak of the devil.
She shall appear.
Maybe we should get back to one of the booths where it's a bit more quieter, because
Yeah.
we're looking to know actually in regards with you, just a bit more about where you came from. You. Who you
Sure.
are.
I'm a little tipsy after drinking, but I'll answer whatever.
Even better. You're relaxed.
Drunk, more like it, but
Like I said, you're relaxed.
she's gonna sit down and kind of put her head down on the table.
All right. Well, like Junior kind of slips in around the table, and the rest of the party does as well. And we all sit back in the comfy booth chairs. And Junior kind of crosses his legs under the table, leaning back. Well, just back when you were daywalking there, Vivian. Who were you? What'd you do?
What do you mean, who was I?
Yeah.
You said earlier you had more aspirations among the living.
Yeah, I was in college, actually. If you can believe it.
Believe anything.
I ran away from home when I was about 19. My parents were kind of assholes. So I pretty much took the first chance I could get, and I got accepted into an NYC school.
Where
I
was
know my major?
What was home? Where was home? You said you ran away.
Oh God, fucking Kansas.
And you got into NY. Okay.
Psychology.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I bet you wouldn't know I was a nerd. It comes up sometimes, I guess.
Well. So how did young, nerdy Vivian become Vi?
Is this an intervention? I can stop drinking whatever I want.
No,
No,
we're
what?
actually just trying to understand you a bit better, to be honest. No
I
intervention.
met a man. I don't know if this was his real name, but he went by Xavier. He was real sweet, charming. He came over to my place all the time, and we started dating. And turns out he was a fucking vampire. Really liked me. And I stopped going to classes. I started partying a lot more. Started hanging around with him. A few years of my life were kind of a blur after that. Not good. The Camarilla helped me out. Got me out of that situation.
Does he exist still?
Fuck if I know. If I had to guess, and this is just a guess, I was pretty drunk and high for a good 3 years, so I don't remember a lot, but I think he was a Sabbat or something, maybe an Anarch. I've tried to look up information. I doubt his real name was Xavier. I've tried to look up information on who this guy was, about where he hung out, and nothing comes up. So, I don't know. He just bit me and left, pretty much, once I stopped being useful. Sorry, that sounds really sad. You guys should not have asked me this.
Oh, it's not sad. It's just
It's just getting to know you.
explains it a bit.
I mean, you all know my sire. Well, knew
Yeah,
my sire.
No, I never really knew my sire. I mean, he was my boyfriend for a few years, but
A few years.
let's call it like it is. It was abuse. I was getting drugged and raped.
So that's why you're a little testy.
I understand I'm kind of mean towards men. I know. And I'm sorry. None of you guys have ever been rude or perverted towards me. So it's a defense mechanism. I just kind of revert back a little bit.
I completely understand. However, if I may be so blunt, the attitude needs more control.
I know. I've only been a vampire for like 5 years.
I had a feeling you might have had this before you were turned. Run away.
Me and my mom fought a little bit, yeah.
Rebel against the parents.
Yeah.
How can we help you not be so quick to snap?
I guess that's the $1 million question. I got some anger issues. I just don't like being disrespected.
None of us do. And we all handle it in our own way.
I know.
But to be frank, go ahead.
My concern is that your anger management issues are going to occur sometime when you're speaking to the wrong person.
I know.
I know you respect me and you listen to me when I ask you to step down, and you do. And I appreciate that.
I have a lot of respect for all you guys. You guys are my best friends.
But I don't want to have to be in bad terminology, in control of you. I want you to be in control of yourself and better that temperament and be able to find a way to cool off. Do you understand?
Yeah. No, I understand. I'm just. She kind of just shrugs, putting her head down. She goes, I just got issues. You all got, like, people you can talk to and, like, a sire and all that. I
Sweetheart,
was just thrown into this shit.
Sweetheart, we killed my sire. I have issues.
Okay, I know, but you had a sire. You had someone to teach you how to do this stuff. I didn't have shit.
You remember me being abused in its own right? Right?
I know.
In a different way, but I was good until I wasn't good anymore. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
We all went through some shit, and I'm sure these two have some stories if they wish to share. I look over at Junior and Quaid.
I guess I should be more appreciative of my situation.
We are in this together, so no matter what, your actions reflect all of us, especially in this society. And
For instance, if you get into it with that cop in this bar,
In my
then
defense,
Look,
I was very hungry and stressed out.
I understand.
we've all been there.
We all deal with the hunger. We all fight the beast. But cops are a little different, and you know, if she puts this place on the radar and starts putting efforts into picking at it, that could be very inconvenient. And speaking of which, I have bad news that I need to lay on you.
Okay.
Because I tried to get out the door before she got at me. She called me down. I've given her my ID, a name, a place I work, all of which is pretty much bullshit. And if she does, by the numbers, check everything that she gathered here tonight, that one's going to ring and she's going to come back.
I have no doubt she's
I'm not
coming
going to
back.
look like that guy here again, ever. And, you know, so far as everybody here knows, yeah, you know, he came through. We don't much know anything about him.
As far as...
But you need to expect that she's going to come back and ask a bunch more questions, because
I can control myself. I'm not going to kill it.
If I may.
Well, I really wasn't saying that in terms of you. I was saying that in terms of it's a problem for all of us that because of me, she's going to come back and ask more questions.
If you allow, he was regaling stories of his, war stories at the docks, and then he left. Didn't know the guy, never seen him before. Come and gone. We get a lot of those here.
Could have pled the fifth, right? You didn't have to say anything.
That's more suspicious than anything. By the way,
yeah,
I don't. If you did not notice, Vi, I told her my name was Matt, but in the end she called me Matthias. So she already does her homework. She knew who we were.
You didn't tell her your name? Oh, I did not pick up on that.
I called myself Matt Echo. She called me Matthias.
Didn't Vi call you Matthias?
No, she never said my name.
Okay.
Is she kindred?
No.
Did she give off those vibes? She just does her homework.
Let's move this conversation to the back corner. Like, if the usual tables are there and the ones that she avoided, I'm going to point them out. I'm like, she did avoid those tables.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that shows she's wired in a bit too.
Yeah, she's not dumb
for a while.
She's done her work. She knows. So she will be back. I will almost guarantee it.
Right.
If that's the case, Vi, excuse yourself and go downstairs. Go in the office.
I can handle myself. I can take care of her.
But if you feel like you're gonna boil, go up and do some office work.
I'm not a toddler.
We all have our toddler moments.
Gee, thanks.
I
If I wasn't drunk, I'd be very offended.
Well, good thing we're talking to you drunk.
Can definitely see why the Toreador took a liking to you. Definitely running high on the emotions, which they tend to. So, not saying it's bad, but just mindful of the time and place. So we just want to make sure that we do care about you and we do respect you. But
Savior know how to pick 'em.
we want to live.
Yeah,
That's
I'd like to live too.
Well, do that. What's on for the rest of the night, guys?
I'm still thirsty. I think I'm gonna find another dude to drink and go to bed.
I think Vi
Unless
wants
you
to
guys-
stay in for the evening and top up. What about the rest of us?
If you guys want to do something, I'll go do it. Don't get me wrong.
Well, we might need to do a bit of research on that dock area. Be handy to find out to see who's in control of that shipping container, wouldn't it? And then there's that beast below. I don't know what the hell that's about. Maybe it'd be worthwhile to have Quaid check out some details to see if there's anything about a monster in the basin of the docks of some kind. I don't know. What do you think? Or is that just human speak for one of us somewhere?
Who knows? I'll bring it up one more time. Do you think that we need to go back by the car and check it and be sure that nothing's been left in it?
We just torch it.
Well, no, yeah, we could do that. It's been stolen, but the other side of that, it wouldn't surprise me if there were cameras on that parking garage.
Well, maybe I can go do something in regards with the cameras.
Short him out for a few minutes.
Or just take it out of there, take it somewhere else, and light some bitch on fire. And then they have no reason to investigate the parking garage to find whatever's on the video.
True. Well, is that what we're doing then?
You could always look like that one dude and show up on camera and torch the car. Then she'll be on a wild goose chase trying to find that guy. Quaid.
Which one dude you're talking about?
The one
Oh,
she
the
interviewed.
Yeah, the one that you walked out of here as.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
You could
that
just
works.
show up on there and torch it and make it look obvious, and then she'll be trying to find you.
Yeah, but my point is, when they look at who parked it, you get the two of us getting out of it and walking away. And then the other guy comes back and lights it on fire, but it connects back to us.
Well, Quaid, in that case, let me take care of the video. I'll just get the cameras debunked for the week. There's nothing there. Wipe all the cameras and make them non-functional, and then you just take the car out of there and get it burned. Sound good?
Works for me.
All right. Well, on that, I am gonna go pay a visit to a geeky kid with a mama bear problem.
So you're driving down to Brooklyn?
Yep. Gonna leave there, head over to my office, and go grab one of the office cars and make my way down to Brooklyn with a burner phone.
All right.
Fuck, what's that stupid kid's name, anyways? Christ.
I don't remember.
William. No, William is my regular ghoul. This guy,
Yeah.
kid's name is. Sorry, I'm just backtracking. Uh, uh, Andrew. His name's Andrew.
All right. So you make your way down into Brooklyn without too much hassle. Traffic's light.
And I'll make my way onto down the street from Andrew's house, and at which point I'm gonna give him a call, see if he picks up.
He doesn't.
Maybe he's really stuck with a goddamn fucking video game. I'm gonna get out of the car and just kind of walk down somebody's driveway to use my Cloak of Shadows and Unseen Presence to be able to move in towards Andrew's place.
All right.
Hang on, I'm just gonna do a rouse check. Fuck. Okay. And yeah, make my way to Andrew's place and see lights. Are the lights on? Is there signs of disturbance or what's going on?
Around 11 o'clock. The downstairs lights are on. You can see like the flashing of a TV, like the light flickering.
Mm-hmm.
And upstairs, his window, you can see lights flickering as well.
Is there a way to get to the upstairs on the outside of the house or no?
Yeah,
Like he'd be
kind
able
of.
to sneak out of his house, sort of.
Like he can get out. Getting in is a much different problem. Like there's this sloped roof that kind of goes from the upstairs bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can just jump down from there. It's only about 10-15 feet.
All right.
However, getting up that 10-15 feet is a whole separate problem.
Well, I'll utilize my soaring leap to jump up there and then some rapid reflexes. Maintain my grip to get up to his window and look in through his bedroom window.
Yeah, you could. The lights are off in there, but you can see the computer monitors on. Like you can see a figure sitting in front of the computer monitor with the headset on. It looks like some sort of a war game or something like that.
Yeah, it's fucking. He's busy video gaming it out. Fucking idiot. All right, I'm going.
And you can see off the side of his desk a light flashing.
Yeah, the fact that I fucking called, idiot. Gonna break the obfuscate and then just tap on the windows.
And he can't fucking hear you.
Is this window open? Unlocked,
No.
I mean?
Yeah, you could try the window. You try pushing it up. It is unlocked and it slides up fairly easily. There's no screen on the window.
Okay.
That's long since been removed for reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. She'll fucking smell a cigarette from here. I'm going to shake his
Five
table
Guys
a
South.
little. Shake his table a little bit. Is there something I can pick up and flick at his head from here?
Yeah, there's like a small, like, I don't know, soccer trophy.
Sure. I'll not at his head, at his chest. If I hit his head, I'll fucking cry. I'll whip a trophy at his chest and just be staring at him from the window.
Yeah, you hit him. He screams a girl-like scream as the chair wheels back and falls over, and it falls over, but his head kind of reefs to the side
Mm-hmm.
and slams against the desk as his headphones are still connected to a cable,
Mm-hmm.
which are connected to his head.
I'm just shaking my head in the window with
And he
lots of
looks
disappointment.
terrified.
I point at him with my finger waving to come over to me. And then put my fingers out to my lips in a shushing motion.
He slowly takes the headset off his head
It's okay.
and sets it on the desk.
And then I point over at the phone that's flashing. And then look back at him going, it would be handy if you could answer.
I'm in a death match.
All right. Finish your death match. 5 minutes.
I'm already fucking dead now.
Good. That solves that then.
What do you mean good? I just lost $50.
Is that it? Whatever. I'll give you $50. I'll give you 100. Just. All right. I need you to do something for me, and then I'm gonna give you a little something that'll make you quicker in your video games, and you can do a rematch for double or nothing. All right.
I don't know if we'll catch these kids again. They're Chinese. Are we getting paid in yen? Or what do Chinese people use?
They use yen. It's probably going to be a more stable economy in the near future.
What? Why? You know, he holds up his finger to hold on for a second. He puts his headset back on. Hey guys, my mom is bugging me for something. Let me go see what she's on about. I'll be right back. He takes the headset off again.
It's muted. I kind of point at the microphone.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to delete and get rid of, for the past week if you can, or at least the past couple of days, from a parking garage. And I take a pen or a pencil from his a tin can that's beside his computer full of stationery from high school or college, and I write down on a post-it note for him the address to where the parking garage is.
Who's a security company?
That I don't know.
I can't just make things disappear, you know. You got to give me something to work off of.
Well, I got you an address. I'm sure if you go on Google Maps, you'll see something there. You can see pictures and stuff off that map thing, right?
No, it doesn't exactly work like that. Chances are the labeling's going to be on the camera. There's going to be some sort of, insignia or logo, or maybe there's a sign in the front lawn, like, saying security by X company.
All right, hang on. With the phone, gonna call the landline to the bar. And
All right.
Gonna be asking for Matthias or Vivian.
Phone rings a couple times. Hello?
Hey, this is Junior. Is Matthias or Viv there?
Yeah, 1 second.
Thanks.
And you can hear the sounds of the bar in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another one. God damn, your dick is small.
Matthias, out of here. Do you want to answer it or should
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay.
The bartender's forgotten. He's
Oh.
busy. You guys can see him pick up the phone and just set it down on the counter while he goes back to serving his drinks.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, you want to get it?
I'll get it. I'll walk over.
Thank you.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, is Matthias?
Oh, hey.
Hey, it's,
Put your fucking pants back on, for fuck's sakes. Jesus.
hey,
Hold
it's,
on.
Junior.
Let me.
Hey,
I'm going to put you on
I'll be
hold.
quick.
What?
I need you to tell Quaid I need the details of the camera security company to do something about it. Can you get a message to him?
Sure.
And call me back at the number that showed up on this phone. This is a burner phone.
This is a.
Chicks don't like you sending pictures of your cock. Stop it.
Okay. Give me a minute. I'll call you back.
All right. Click.
Is Wade there in the building?
I don't know. Did Quaid leave at the same time as...
I think he would have. I mean, he needs to get it done. He's kind of concerned that it's just sitting there and the cops are sniffing around.
Fair enough. So now Quaid is gone. He left with at the same time as Junior did.
And,
As far
and
as
if
you knew,
call,
they were together.
If you call his cell number, it goes straight to message.
I'm not going to call his cell number.
It's okay. He doesn't have it on him anyway.
Yeah. I know he was angry about that early. I'll go back to I'll write the number down and I'll go in the office where it's quieter. Assuming that
All right.
we have a landline in there, I could just call him up.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah. Punch the number and call him up.
Hey, Matthias.
Quaid's not here.
All right. Well, maybe we got a couple of days to rectify it, but I'll do what I can. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
I just hang up.
I then turn to Andrew and, okay, I'm gonna text you at that number just like this again with the name of the security company that I see and any details I get, and then I'm destroying the phone so it can't be traced back. You got that, Andrew?
He's got the parking garage pulled up on Google Maps.
Oh, I point. Yeah, that's the place. Yeah, that's it.
But it's like, it's like a picture's been taken from like a plane or a helicopter or something.
Mhm.
Now, see, if I zoom down here, it takes you to street view.
Mhm.
But see, I can't see any cameras from here, and he starts walking all the way around the parking garage.
Okay, so that might not even have any cameras at all then.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
I've never been there.
Yeah, I was only there once. Anyways, if I shoot you a message later on tonight, that'll be the company. If you can just do some digging for that, and you'll get paid for it. And in the intern, well, I'm a man of my word, and I step through the window, and I grab him. And in one motion, pulling out from a small knife, I cut open my wrist. I slam his face on his bed, and I stick my forearm in his mouth.
He struggles a bit, and you of course are much stronger than him with your undead strength.
Mm-hmm.
And he tries to just spit the blood out before he just has to swallow.
Yeah, I'm shaking my head no when he tries to spit it out, and as soon as he starts drinking, I start smiling and nodding my head yes. Give a little half smirk on it.
All right. You spend a handful of minutes just wrestling with him, on his bed,
Mm-hmm.
which is inappropriate on so many different levels. Regardless of which, your will is done.
Mm-hmm. As soon as he's had just enough, I'll lick the wound closed and tell him, you should clean yourself up a bit there. You're point to my lips, and you got something on your face there. I'll be in touch.
What was that?
Play some video games. See what happens. Take a few breaths. And on that, Junior makes a quick escape out of the back window of Andrew's bedroom.
And as you drop down to the ground again,
Mhm.
and you're walking away from the house, you can hear a familiar shouting from inside the house. What the fuck? Where is she?
Pick up my pace just a little bit quicker. Take a quick step back to my car. I don't need this fucking bitch coming out shooting a shotgun everywhere.
And like, yeah, you can see the bedroom lights go on,
Mm-hmm.
and like you can hear various banging, clattering going around on the bedroom. Andrew's protesting very loudly and strongly.
Mm-hmm. Poor Andrew. It'll build his character.
Well, my mother thinks his character's been built in a totally different way.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be making my way towards that parking garage to see if there are, in fact, any cameras at this
All right,
point.
and while all this has been going on, Quaid,
Yo.
what have you been doing exactly?
He walks over that way, but he's looking for somewhere to feed on the way. He's not hurrying directly back there. He kind of wants to top up before he fools with anything.
Give me the roll.
Shit. Hang on a second. Stealth and dexterity. Okay. Yeah.
Indeed, making up for those rolls.
Yeah. I sort of figured I would. Throw a willpower reroll at it.
Even with a willpower reroll, well, no, that's not incorrect. Sorry, there's a 10% chance you can succeed. Or is it 5? No, it's 10, I'm pretty sure.
Fuck me run. He grumbles and heads on toward the parking garage.
All right.
As he gets near, he kicks in Ghost in the Machine, which is a freebie. So it'll blur him to any cameras.
Totally. Forgoing the reason why you're going there in the first place.
Well, yeah. Fuck me. All right. Kicking Mask of 1,000 Faces back to Warehouse Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Brian Adams.
yeah, rouse check.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Armor does bite you in the ass, doesn't it?
Yep. He scopes the place out from the outside, looking for cameras.
Doesn't appear to be any.
He
At least not an obvious spot.
is it I assume the bottom side is like open but chain linked or something, so that you can't just get in there.
No,
Or
it's
is
just a parking garage. Like there's you just pull in the laneway and then you go right into the bottom floor of it, and then the ramp's going up.
Okay. Yeah.
It is 4 stories, or 4 floors, as it were, plus a rooftop.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got Ghost running. Nah, shit. I'm not going in there in this condition. It's asking for trouble. He turns around and heads back toward the bar, takes a different route, and he's hoping to find some place to feed. The beast is gnawing.
Hmm. There's not a huge residential area in Hunts Point. However, there is several blocks of residences, varying levels of income. No high level income, but like from medium to low income. A lot of townhouses and that kind of thing, low income projects, what have you.
There's a couple of pretty extensive high rise projects within 8 or 10 blocks. Say that. Let me locate our spot.
But so I'm just kind of considering, because the way we do the feeding rolls, the way I've traditionally done them, it's just kind of over a period of time.
Yeah,
But because
let's do
you're
go ahead.
because you're combining a couple different actions at once, like not that they're major actions, but you're kind of feeding while you're or you're hoping to feed while you're on the way to a place.
Right.
Kind of cuts down. So I'm kind of considering how this works in a mechanical sense.
Yeah, this is definitely an opportunity feeding, not a going somewhere where there's a target rich environment.
Right. So my knee jerk reaction is that, well, normally I gauge it at roughly 1 hour per roll. But because you were kind of going on your way to a place, I'm kind of thinking like, okay, well, there's 50% of your roll right there, and then the other 50% on the way back. Or should it be a roll for either one, because you're taking different route and that kind of thing? And I'm kind of bouncing those two ideas back and forth in my head. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter, and I don't care. Well, I do to an extent, depending on what you guys do.
Yeah. I think he just gives up on it and goes back to the bar.
All right.
Because
Just
he's
not
in
your night.
kind of, it's not my night, and he's in kind of a fragile state, and he doesn't want to take chances with it. And
Fair enough.
again, it occurs to him that we've still got 2 thugs from last night there if they're still alive. And, you know,
All right, so you make your way back to the bar, like, you know, you kind of take a different route, like the next block over kind of thing.
yeah.
Of course, half that block you could see from the other side, so, you know.
Yeah.
And you walk into the bar. By now, it's probably about 1 a.m.
So, what have we done with those 2 guys? Anybody have any thoughts?
Last I heard, they were still in the trunk.
Fuck.
I mean, what do you want to do? Throw them in the river?
What? You broke up.
I mean, what do you want to do? Throw them in the river?
I want to eat one of them.
Then eat them. I'm not gonna stop.
Right. Here's my problem. I'm at hunger 4. If I do
Okay.
another rouse check and I fail, it's very bad. So I need sustenance.
So eat one of them.
Yeah, but if there are cameras, I have to walk in there. Again,
Oh,
I
Ju-
Oh, you have to walk
afraid-
in. I see.
Junior called and said he needed the name of that info of that place to get rid of things.
What
you-
info?
Camera info, security company info, something.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I mean, if there were there cameras,
I didn't see any drifting around the outside, but I didn't want to go diddy bopping in there barefaced, you know. And if I tried to put a face on, again, you know, if that goes bad, I run screaming off into the night, and you know that's just never good. So, you know,
yeah, that's not good.
in other circumstances, I would go down to my room and come up here as a good-looking girl in a attractive outfit, and you know, find me a single guy and tell him I'm drunk and horny, and do you want to go outside for a minute? You know, and
I mean,
have
if
a
it
snack.
works.
Yeah, but see, again, if I try to put the mask on and I fail,
How about
I run screaming into the night from here, or I come back upstairs and eat somebody.
can it be anybody?
I don't care. I just need food.
Vi,
You understand? I'm fucking hungry, all right?
calm down.
I'm trying to be very calm,
Vi,
and I'm asking for help, and I'm getting a lot of stupid fucking
stop.
questions.
Stop talking and let
Give
me
me a
figure.
frenzy check.
Oh, shit. Difficulty?
Just roll it. Yeah, so you are obviously on edge, like, you know, like you've been displaying.
Quaid just stares at the two of you, and then he turns around and goes downstairs.
Vi, go after him and get someone in the back room for him, please. Now.
Okay.
Thank you.
She's gonna go seduce someone, bring them into the back room. Just a random guy.
Okay. This is my favorite thing.
I'm gonna
Go ahead. It's super easy. Just grab a guy, just bring him downstairs.
Do you want to make a check or?
Nope.
I
No
rolled
need.
8 dice, so I think I got it.
No need. Keep feeding where you sleep.
Yeah. Not a good idea, but it is what
That's a
it is.
great idea.
for you.
I mean, I don't kill people when I feed.
And you think that there's no trace?
Not if you lick the wounds, right?
There's not that whore that makes you feel really good so you can't go to work the next day?
She brings him down, and as soon as she brings him in the room, Quaid grabs him and sinks fangs in him, and takes
Yeah.
2 points of bud,
All right.
and then he cloud memories him and turns him around and gives him to Vivian again, and closes his bedroom door.
What do I sleep with him? What the fuck?
What do I do now?
She's going to, not very happily, sleep with him so he doesn't get suspicious.
Not giving it your A effort?
No, she's not into it at all. She's not excited about the.
You can just see her reading her on her phone.
Yep, great. You're so good at this, dude. Wow.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. That feels great. Sorry.
Well, you got a nice guy, and he actually wants to spend time with you and cuddle.
I think she's gonna be mean. I think she's just no. I'm not interested in cuddling. I'm just gonna kick him out after.
No good deed goes unpunished.
But.
All right, I'm just going to make a couple notes here.
That's going to have to stop. Question is, do I know that in character?
Well, I mean, he fucking flat out said this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, but the feeding at your joke of like keep feeding at home.
It wasn't a joke.
I understand. No,
We're
I
not
know.
laughing.
I'm not laughing. I'm on the fence of, is that an in character? Do I know that as Matthias, or do I just know that as me?
Well, I mean, I would suspect.
I would know. Because
Matthias was there when Vivian said she was hungry. Then she gets up, goes, seduces a guy, brings him up to her room, and then she's suddenly drunk.
Yeah, no,
And then you just watch a bunch of guys, you taking selfies of their dicks.
Well, there is a prostitution floor with this place. Like it's.
Yeah, but Vivian more outsources. She doesn't it's not like they really. This is more the apartment where she houses them.
Mm-hmm.
And like she runs her business out of here. She doesn't
we don't mix.
Alex, feel free to contradict me here.
No, that's accurate. She doesn't do work anymore. You don't hire her, Vivian. She's not like that.
No, he's talking about your girls.
Yeah.
Do they live here or they live somewhere else?
They live here, but they don't. Well, they do work here.
They're not.
They don't work here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're not. They're not acting here. They're leaving from here to go to work and then come back here.
Exactly. Or if the mobsters want to, have a drink, they'll have it here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe
That kind of
Vivian
thing.
just has a casting couch that's after you leave, you feel really good and you're a little lightheaded on blood.
I take offense of that.
I'm just saying.
I don't think Vivian would condone a casting couch.
I already
You're
own
looking
one.
for the driver for the ladies. I don't know.
Well, there's a couch.
I'm sure there's a couch. I don't think she would like if you called her couch a casting couch. I think she'd have issues.
Leave my Discord out of this.
Wow.
After Quaid comes out and Vivian finishes, I'm gonna pull them both inside into the office.
Thanks, Quaid. Asshole.
Hey.
Like I had a choice.
Hey, I'm talking now. This
Sorry.
right here stops.
What do you mean stops?
This is home. The more shit like that happens. Did you hear? Junior can attest to it. They were talking about dick pics while I was on the phone with him when he called.
So, men do that all the time.
No. That's the point. It draws more eyes here. This is a bar, not a whorehouse. Your business is upstairs and they leave. You don't conduct business here, correct?
I don't, but I need to feed.
You need to feed somewhere else then. Get your own apartment. I'll help you with it if you want. Just don't do
we
it.
Go to a bar, another bar, and feed
No.
off them?
Be like your girls, get a client, and go somewhere else.
Respectfully, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me like that, but I will do it because you asked.
I'm sorry for raising my tone.
It's fine. I just wish you told me about this instead of...
This is an extreme circumstance. The last thing we need to do is unleash him. And I point at Quaid. No offense, Quaid.
No, I'm
Oh, none taken. I was desperate, and I perfectly understand the don't shit where you eat thing. I mean, that's kind of not exactly the situation,
but yes,
this is not. I would not willingly feed here. I was desperate.
It doesn't look good for the house. People.
I'll refrain.
You know,
I'll get an apartment.
Think of an afterglow. You know, when you have a good time. That is what they remember. And they're going to remember it being here. And if that ever gets out, over and over and over again,
we don't want to attract attention. We're back around to that.
We want to live peacefully. I'm sorry I raised my voice, but...
No, you're correct.
And I'm sorry I put you in that position. I just...
It's fine.
We're all...
okay.
We're all on the same page. I appreciate you guys.
I would prefer you tell me than go murder someone.
Well, that's still on the table.
It was like we handled it or it was going to get out of hand.
I'm aware.
And I appreciate your help and your consideration. And I'm sorry I put you in that position.
It's really not that big a deal.
I am sorry too, because I also put you in that position.
I'll get an apartment and I'll feed there.
And I will help you with cover the cost of it, just for your safety and your security. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want us all to have a normal, whatever you define normal as these days, life. Here.
I can always ask my sister if I can pop in her place sometime.
You have that didn't come up earlier. I didn't know you had a sister.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I don't really talk about her much because she doesn't like me.
So you're going to go stay at her place and sleep through the day and she doesn't like you?
It was a joke.
Okay. Just checking.
I was being sarcastic. Apologies.
Mind you, this is the first time you've mentioned sister that I recall.
I swear I've mentioned I've had a sister.
We've gone through a lot. You know.
It's been a long day.
It has.
It's her business. I don't care.
Okay.
No, she's mortal. So she doesn't know anything about this.
Everything aside, we're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one other problem.
What?
I got a car to get rid of with 2 live guys in the trunk.
Wait, they're still alive?
Unless they died.
I highly doubt that.
They just bashed their heads together and, they were alive and we stuck them in the truck.
So what do we do now?
I thought those...
We just put on some clothing and go beat the shit out of it and kill him? Then torch the car?
Well, I'm kind of trying to avoid killing them if I don't have to, but...
The car was reported stolen.
So they find it with those guys in the trunk, and they're able to talk and say anything.
Then we have a problem. But they're going to find that it comes back to me because of the rental service. So we have a problem anyways. So I told the Port Authority that it was stolen around 1:30 in the morning. A few hours before whatever happened. Do you need to see if there's security? Because I'm assuming that's when Junior went to go visit his toy. That psycho.
Yeah, I imagine
Psycho
that's why
spot.
he's asking. I imagine that's why he's asking for the security company. Yeah, because whatever he's trying to do, they would need that. So the deal is,
Can you
know,
go steal a junker? Why don't you go there? I have a little knowledge of security systems. I could see if there's wiring on the structure, and then
well, I think Junior was going to get his kid to do the computer thing to it.
he called when he was gone, saying he needs the name.
Yeah, that's why he needs the name.
Okay, well then
We can go.
let's go.
So the deal
Where that
is,
fits.
I can go open the trunk and kill them if they're not dead, but I'd a whole lot rather not do that. Or I could just light it on fire, like
We kind of
does.
can't let them live, right?
She's correct. We have to do something with them. Either remove them, do something with them, put them somewhere completely different, or just torch the fucking thing.
Yeah, well, realistically, they need to go away.
Then let's go. Can you go to get a
We
car?
could always just show up in masks, in some get up, and they're not recognized as.
Let's go Let's go dressed like little gangbangers and run around with masks on and see what comes of it.
I got some hood stuff I can wear, some hoodies and sweatpants, just in case something like this is gonna happen.
Find your inner hood rat. Let's go burn some shit.
Nah, I got this.
Oh well,
Do you need help?
I shouldn't.
your stuff works through cameras, right?
Well, the standard mask it may or may not stand up. I can blur myself so they can't see who I am.
Matthias, can you pull the
and
car
again,
around? And I'll head out the back.
What car?
And again, I didn't see cameras. It doesn't mean there aren't any there because I was standing well back, so I didn't get caught on one.
They took the car away with the bodies in it.
Don't I have a car? I had a car. Don't I have a car too?
I don't know. Do you have a car?
I thought I had a car.
Maybe you didn't. I think you did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. It hasn't come up much.
Because we always
Right.
use the car service. So yeah,
Yeah.
Give me the keys. I'll go pull up. We'll go for a
Let me hand them
drive.
over.
We'll be on the outside. If you need help, you let us know.
Mm-hmm.
And DM, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Cloak of Shadows that Quaid's been using to walk, or is it something else? Because I know.
Unseen Passage
It's-
is level 2. That's
okay.
to walk around.
Yeah. So Cloak is just stand still.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
I'm invisible as long as I don't move or make noise.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to double check because I wasn't sure which one you were using.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is basically you guys drop me like a block away, and I
Yeah.
know which way to run if I have to.
We'll circle the block first and then park a block out, and then just sit there and wait.
All right. Well, first things first. Vivian, Quaid, and Matthias all take a humanity stain for the casual talk of murder.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, so did I.
And then what is
Yeah.
exactly is the plan here? You drop them a block away.
And he goes,
Fine.
Yeah, they drop me a block away. I go in. I
Mhm.
deal with them.
I think we're both
What
gonna
does
go in, right?
deal with them mean?
Are they alive?
Well, I open the trunk, see if they're alive first.
One of them is dead, one is alive. But he can't get out of the trunk because the two other dead bodies in the fucking trunk.
Yeah. Well,
And he's not in great shape.
I'm not there, so I can't say anything.
Because remember, the body of the woman's in there too. Both women.
No.
Quaid, out of character, did you want me to come with you, or did you want? Because that's why I brought the clothing, but I understand if it's just you.
I'm trying to keep you guys from being seen at this place if it blows back. And
That makes sense. I'll be in the car with Matthias.
basically I'm taking it on myself, which I'm not terribly happy about, but
So all told, there are 4 bodies jammed in this trunk.
right. Well, shit.
Hmm.
Fuck me. All right. Quaid gets over there, gets out of the car, steps into the shadows, and takes another crack at Mask of 1,000 Faces. Oh, happy day. Come on, dice, be good to me.
Nice.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You succeed either way.
But he's just still hungry.
Yeah, it's just hungrier. So I'm in Italian warehouse guy mode. I go upstairs. I'm looking for cameras as I move around.
You don't see
any signs for security?
Nope.
All right. I go up there, open the door, pop the trunk, go around to the back.
And that's
Open
when
the
you
trunk.
see it and you realize everything that you forgot. But I didn't.
It what?
The 4 bodies in the back of the trunk. Or not in the back of the trunk, in the entire trunk.
It's an Escalade. There's a big trunk. But yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so they're all dead?
One's
Nope.
alive.
1's alive, 3 are dead.
Okay.
So 2 of them have bled out in the trunk.
What wounds do they have?
One had
do they have
gunshot wounds. The other one has various, what looks to be almost self-inflicted wounds, and a grotesque smile carved into her face.
Oh God, the Sanskrit one.
Fuck me.
And then one has a rather severe head injury, probably hemorrhaged.
Yeah, wonder how that happened. He reaches in, grabs the other one, bites him, feeds. If I kill him feeding, do the neck wounds remain?
No. Well, I mean, assuming you lick the wound, no.
Okay. Yeah, I suck him down and I lick the wound.
All right, you can take a point of humanity damage or whatever.
Yeah, I sort of figured. Ugh. But I'm full.
Yep, you are not hungry in the slightest. That's not true. You're still slightly hungry, but the hunger never goes away.
Yeah.
And you're the proud owner of 4 dead bodies and a reported stolen vehicle.
Yeah.
That has been reported stolen to the police. That is connected to Matthias's name, who used his real name.
Fuck me running.
And this is just the obvious shit.
this is bad. This is really bad. I can burn it where it sits. I can drive it into the river. I can go leave it somewhere with the keys in it and let somebody steal it. Then it's just going to get left somewhere else. This is all kind of fucked up. We need to plan better in the future.
Would you like me to tell you how bad this is?
I'm sure we'll find out, but feel free.
You have 4 dead bodies in a trunk of a car registered to Matthias Echo. One of which is two of which are undocumented. You know, obviously a foreign nationality. Tied to Matthias Echo.
Yep.
So it's not the police you have to worry about at this point.
Yet.
This is FBI levels of bad.
Yep. Son of a bitch.
Oh, we'll get the docks cleaned up.
And that fucking pesky bar.
Who needs a place to live anyways?
Shit. I guess burning it gets rid of more evidence than anything else. If I can get it to burn right.
Junior, you're on your way back there too, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just gonna be doing a slow drive by. I park in front of the parking garage just to see if I could see any signs. I don't want to get out of my car to go in. I just gonna do a drive by to
I
get
try.
a security company name, and then if there is no security company name, then that's that. If there is, then I'll text that to my guy Andrew, and then break up my phone. Otherwise,
Well, I'm giving you the opportunity that were you to stop and take a close look, maybe a walk through the place, you might stumble across somebody having a bad day.
I'm really leery about getting caught myself on camera, although maybe there's a reason why I might need to go into the parking garage itself. That maybe there's, I remembered a payout center on the way out. Like you have to pay to, if used for more than 15 minutes, you have to like pay or put the stupid thing in the ticket thing to get the gate to open up or something.
Nah, it's all machine.
Yeah, that's what I mean by like a machine or
You
whatever.
press a
on the
button, it'll
inside.
give you a card with the timestamp, and then you pay it when you leave.
Yeah,
And
and then you use that card for the gate to open up.
You put it in the scanner and you bill your credit card or shove bills in it if it takes them.
Though this is the Bronx. And it's an older, this is not exactly a well-maintained neighborhood. So it still takes change.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you don't have to use the card at all. You can use
Just money and that's it.
dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd probably just drive through and then maybe see if there's really nothing on the outside. I might be remiss about myself to go up to the floor where the car is parked on, just kind of slowly drive around and take a look at cameras. and I think at that point, Junior might see Quaid over by the Escalade, shutting the trunk as he's driving his car up, as Quaid doesn't know who the fuck's coming up behind him.
Right. So like you pulling the car up slowly, Quaid, you obviously hear the car and just shut the trunk and kind of step into the shadows.
Yeah. And then I think at that point, Junior would park not beside it, but close enough to the Escalade.
Sure.
And pretty confident the cameras aren't recording Mike's audio. It's just video. Like that's all, yeah, if at most. And then roll down one of the back windows and just kind of mutter out, "You're in here. Just come on into the back of my car." Just kind of assuming Quaid might be invisible or something. Crawl through the window.
And from the other side of the rental car, you can see a figure emerge from the shadows, and Quaid's Italian dock worker steps out.
Comes over, sits in the car.
Yeah. Well, as he sees you kind of walking over, you can hear Junior holler out, "Do you see any cameras anywhere?"
I haven't seen any, or any security company signs.
All right.
I think we're okay. Who knows? It's New York City.
All right.
Here's the deal, dude.
What's
we
up?
got a car with 4 bodies in the back.
Mm-hmm.
4 debtors. Matthias has signed for it. He's on the hook for it. I can stick a rag in the gas tank and light it on fire. I don't know how well that does what's inside the car, shut in the trunk. I would prefer that was pretty well charred to make things more difficult. This is bad. It's going to fire up an investigation. They're going to be back at the bar no matter what. Sure as hell.
I know Cleaning Products does a real good job with blood and stuff. Like, any way you can put those bodies in the trunk of my car, or they're not going to fit. Probably
well, there's 4 of them.
Yeah, I doubt it. And it'd look like I'm
stack a couple in the back seat, but it's liable to make a mess.
Yeah, it is. This is my car.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It wasn't my idea to put them in there.
Actually, it was.
Well, I'm not sure why we've
not
got
in his car.
Bodies in the back, but is what it is.
Well, how about this? Go buy a gallon or 2 of gas, and we'll go on and burn it, but we'll burn it right.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, you got a better idea?
Not at the moment, but if you're gonna do stuff with the car, I think there should not be any bodies in the car if you're gonna torch the car, because then that just makes a bigger investigation, right?
Well, then we're back around to what do we do with 4 bodies?
Well, what did you do with that other body from last week, or sorry, a couple of months ago, when you had that guy you inadvertently?
Yeah, well,
whatever.
I took his head in his hands to make ID hard, and threw the hands in the river for the crabs, and buried the head nice and deep, and dumped the body and let it go at that.
Okay.
but we got 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more complicated. And if we do it with 4 more, sooner or later they're going to be investigating a serial killer.
Mm-hmm. They will. Unless you got access to one of them incinerator burning things.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
Or a steel mill, some molten steel to drop the bodies in. No.
Yeah, the closest I can come to that is the trunk of a car with a gallon of gas in it. And slosh gas all in the interior, and soak a rag in gas and put it in the gas tank and light that and get the hell away from it.
All right.
I mean, they've already got one murder tied to this car somehow. Well, I don't know if they had it tied to this car or not at this point, but of course, if we do this, it's liable to be tied to this car, and we're back around to that, which we don't want to do.
Tell you what, maybe we'll get some.
We can put 2 in the trunk. You can take them, or we can
Mhm.
take them, come back and get the other 2.
Sure. And when we come back to get the other 2, that's when
Yeah, stop for gas on
you
the way
torch.
back.
Yeah, you torch the car when we get the other 2, and that'll take care of that. So who were the people that are dead? Do you know?
Yeah, there are 2 of the women and the 2 thugs that were beating them up, or the guys that had the container.
All right. Well, let's start off with the 2 women, because let's pretend we don't make it back in time to get say somebody comes across this truck in the meantime. So let's leave the 2 thugs in here. So let's get the 2 women bodies out of here. They'll be smaller anyways, and then I'll get some
Yeah,
gas on the way back. All right.
I would bet these guys have some kind of record, and this could be some kind of gangland
That's right.
thing.
Yeah, and maybe
We could consider just leaving them here with the damn car,
Mhm.
and leading a false trail that way.
Okay. You know gang tags and all that gangland
Yeah,
stuff better than I do. So if you want to toss on some
I'm not going to try. I'll
gang
get it
time,
wrong. Nah,
all right.
let's just one more thing to fuck up on.
Okay.
This
So
is
are we
already
just
bad enough. I'm not going to put any more information out there.
all right? So do you just want to take these 2 women and then get out of here and just leave the car with the 2 guys in it, or do you want to come back and burn it?
Well, let's take the 2, go back to the bar, talk to the others, see what the majority
Okay.
view is,
That
and hope that
sounds
it's not found. It's Christ. It's 3 a.m. There's not. I don't imagine they're steady examining the parking lots for stolen cars.
well.
Yes, either.
How about we take the do you want to take the license plates off of this car and put license plates on from another car on it? Something.
You got any
So
tools in the car?
I'll just go rip the plates off.
Yeah, there's that. Okay.
All right. So Troy Jr.'s going to step out of the car, and he's going to rip the license plates off this Escalade. And then just going to actually toss them on the inside underneath the dead bodies anyways. Like, they'd have a VIN number if they actually did a proper investigation. There's no sense trying to hide the plates. Just make it a bit less obvious that it's a stolen, well, it's the stolen car. It's just, maybe it's a stolen car or whatever. Not going to pop up right away as the stolen car.
Yeah.
And going to take the 2 female bodies out of the back, which should be thinner and lighter than the 2 thugs, to put into the trunk of my
And they
car.
are. Those are the 2 that are sticky with blood.
Yeah. And on picking them up, to put them in the trunk of my car, the one that's all cut up and shit, Junior definitely does like a triple take as to kind of giving her like a thrice over, like what the fuck happened to this female, this woman here? Does it
It
reminisce
looks
or
as though she's been tortured, but wrong.
not tortured for information, just tortured for fun?
No, the torture is wrong. Do you have a medicine?
No, I don't. I've got a cult, but not medicine.
And I don't.
Yeah,
need
okay. Give me intelligence plus occult.
Okay. Fuck, why can't I get that on feeding, for fuck's sakes? I'm fucking hungry.
This is a bit more important.
Hmm.
Because she did this to herself.
Fuck.
Oh,
Like
ouch.
so the cut lines are from her own body, but is this like there's hesitation marks from pain, or did somebody else control her and make her do this?
No hesitation marks.
Yeah, I kind of look at Quaid, and I'm kind of tapping this one with the marks on it, and Junior kind of mutters and stutters a little bit, and then finally stops tapping her and says,
Is the
"This
one that's
one,
cut,
yeah,
is she the one with the
here,
smile cut into her face?
Mm-hmm.
Roy?
the cuts are from her own doing."
You
But
see her face, man?
You see those lines and the face? Do you know what people do when they cut themselves? They hesitate. There's no hesitation in this. She was mind controlled. She was done something. She was made to do this against her will. Whoever the fuck did this is fucking something else.
Yeah, the monster from underneath.
Yeah, definitely.
Jesus,
It's a monster from underneath, that's for sure.
it's fucked up, is what it is.
Is
That's
there
for sure.
is there any blankets in this Escalade or anything, or no?
I don't know what to be.
No, not in a rent car.
No,
Not
no,
unless we put them in there.
Okay. I'm gonna take the floor mats out of this Escalade and stick it in the trunk of my car.
Okay.
Because the bodies, they're gonna be kind of sticky, soppy with a bit of blood. I want as little mess as possible to fucking deal with. And I'll get them move the two females into the trunk of my car and. All right, Quaid, are you gonna stay here with this thing, or we're all head? You want to come back with me to the bar and we'll
All
figure
right.
some shit out.
All right.
All right, so, and then keep your eyes peeled for any. I haven't seen a goddamn camera in this place. I think this place is so old school, crappy, that they don't have cameras, and it's park your car at your own whim.
Yeah.
Maybe leave the keys for the are the keys for the Escalade in it?
They're in my pocket currently.
Maybe you leave them in there. Mm-hmm. You do you. I'm gonna start the car.
Quaid takes the keys out and pulls out his shirt tail and wipes the keys as well as he can. And
All right.
kind of grips the ignition key between two knuckles and shoves it in to the key slot. Leaves it unlocked.
All right.
And
Gets
then
the
on
car.
that, I think we're gonna slowly exit the parking garage.
And head back down to the bar.
Yeah, head back down to the bar, and I'm gonna be.
Nah. Go this way. We got to pick up Vi and Matthias or park down the block.
Oh, they
Maybe down
are?
the high side.
Okay.
Yeah, they were waiting for me. It's my wheels.
All right.
So basically, over the last 3 hours, you guys have transferred the bodies from one car to another car.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about as far as it's gotten.
And you're leaving it parked in the same spot that the car was parked originally.
Yeah.
No, they're driving that car to meet us. They have the girls in
And-
the...
We're in Junior's car with the bodies of the women.
Yes.
The
The
two
two-
thugs are still in the back of the Escalade, which is parked in the garage with the keys in it.
Mhm.
That's where we currently are.
And you guys are basically going back to the bar.
They were going to go back to the bar to talk to us, but we're not at the bar. We're around the corner.
Yeah, I know, and that's why Quaid was saying we got to turn this way to go meet up with you and Viv because you're somewhere else.
Well, let's
And,
drive a couple of blocks away and pull up somewhere where we.
Mhm.
Yep. So on that, Junior
Guy,
pulled up beside
Junior's going
the-
to get a stain as well, too. Just,
Yeah,
I kind of feel like fucking around with dead bodies and is
it's
kind of
not
withdraws
good.
a bit of your humanity.
Yeah, I'm not happy to deal with this, but
And the bigger thing is that it's not like, you're trying to help them.
Yeah.
Or trying to find out who did this to them. You're just trying to get away with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we'd help them at this point, but
so on that, Junior pulls up beside the car with Matthias and Vivian sitting in it. Pulls up passenger door to driver's side door and rolls down the passenger side window with Quaid in the passenger seat, looking over to Matthias and Vivian.
Vivian's in the passenger seat.
Well, this is unexpected.
Yeah. Howdy. We need to go park somewhere close to here so we can have a good conversation. We've got 2 of the 4 bodies from the Escalade. in the
Okay,
trunk.
let's go. I'll follow you.
All right.
Let's go.
And then on that, Troy, we're gonna go find a parkette or
Yeah, you find like a Walmart with a giant parking lot.
sure.
With cameras.
Only at the store.
Have you been to a Walmart parking lot recently?
Yeah, they only have them at the store, not the far side.
well, they've got cameras on the front of the store, but just go in just off the street and park, driver's door to driver's door and roll the windows down and talk.
I was trying to give you guys an open spot to talk where you can see around you.
I'm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
I know. I'm just being an ass. Sorry.
No worries.
Or being paranoid, which is quite proper.
I mean,
I don't think I need much more ammunition than I already have, unless I want to bring the National
I
Guard in.
really don't think so.
I'm good. We're good. Thank you. Thanks. Can I not have another?
Sure we are. Sure we are.
Well, after we pull up whatever driver's side door to driver's side door, facing opposite directions, but window to window.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the 2 women that we have from the car from the other night,
Okay.
there's some things about her body that I don't know if Quaid mentioned something about the monster in the deep, or what was it, Quaid?
In the dark.
One of the women was gobbling in some foreign language that I didn't understand, but the one thing she said that I did understand was
She was alive.
the monster from below or monster from the deep, something like that. I think from below.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
Ah,
one of the women who had cuts to her face and cut her own big Joker smile on her face was done by herself
Oh,
without hesitation marks.
that's not natural.
Nobody cuts themselves that cleanly, that plainly.
No.
Nobody. So somebody
this body
did that
is all
to her.
kind of fucked up, man.
Yes.
It's bad.
Well,
Very bad.
so
I know
Here's
we're
the
supposed to
deal.
clean up the docks, but there's something else there.
the docks are currently filled with the Port Authority.
Yeah, that's like what, 10 people?
They own.
It's still not somewhere I want to go fuck
Yeah.
around.
They run Hunts Point. Like NYPD doesn't come here. They have enough
We're in a
people.
car with bodies in the trunk. I don't want to go down there.
Yes.
Yeah. I get it, but there's not a lot of them, so there's only so much they can do. And
It's.
I'm pretty sure they're the wannabe cops that couldn't get hired as cops, so they joined the port.
If you saw the woman that was in the bar today, you did. She was very good, and she.
Briefly.
my question is, why are we trying to go down there?
Yeah,
What's the point?
Not yet, just in the near future once we do, because
not.
Yeah, we let that cool down, and we can talk about that. I'm worried about this right here
Let's.
tonight.
Yes, fuck the port right now, right
All right.
here.
Well, you know,
So anyways, I'm just talking
our
about
friend
the markings
Matthias
on the
is
body.
tied to this car with a followable back trail,
Hmm.
and it's sitting there right now with the bodies of 2 thugs in it.
Yep.
And you know, we can drive it in the river, we can light it on fire, we can, you know,
We just need to
drive it
get
up
rid of
into
the
the
bodies.
South
That's all that
Bronx somewhere and
matters.
leave the keys in it. But you know, it's a giant loose end, and at some point, the cops are going to be all over it.
Do we have anywhere we can hide it? Do we have a kindred ally that can hold it for a second?
Not that I know of, and most of them aren't going to volunteer. Oh, you've got a car full of bodies?
That is a big favor.
You
How
ever
big's
see
your
a
family
movie?
estate with the winery?
You ever see a movie called Pulp Fiction? It's been out, 30 years or so.
No.
30
My house
years.
is not a dead body storage.
Uh, no, the line was, "Do you
I
see
don't
a
say the
sign?"
line.
Okay.
Do you
I
see?
know.
Do you see a sign that says dead body storage?
Which in front of my yard.
Here's the thing.
I can take it upstate to the winery if we need to.
That is a day's drive.
I know.
A day.
I know.
And
So
we
what
don't have
about
time to make it right now.
getting back to the port? What about tossing the car inside a shipping container? That's one of the sealed ones.
Why?
That's like,
What is your fascination with the port? We can't go to the
where
port
else
right
can you
now.
get a shipping container?
We
Toss
can't.
the car in.
Did you not hear everyone say the port is swimming with investigation right now?
Sure.
So that is off the table, sir. I'm sorry.
You can't make people get out of our way.
To
I'm
make
just trying
to do
look at
this
you
as
involving the
minimal
truck.
and safe as possible, that's the last thing I want to do right now.
All right. Well, the way that I see it to get to your estate is through a shipping container you put on a truck to get up there. Not going to get stopped, not going to get seen, no smells get out, problem solved. Where
Well,
do you get a
Hey,
shipping
wait.
container?
I don't have
All
an
the
empty
bodies are
shipping
dead, right?
container sitting around. Yeah, oh yeah. They're
And
very dead.
sorry, personally, no winery is gonna order enough that a shipping container comes to it. That is sus as hell.
I'll take it upstate. I'll drive there.
Well, the thing is, you're going to need new plates for it, because if those plates get checked by cops, you're you're getting pulled over.
You don't even
And
have
it's a
to be
stolen
checked
car.
by cops. They've got scanners on the interstate anymore, bro.
Yeah, all that computer stuff.
Mm.
So you're going to need plates from another car that's, what, the same type of car? So it
Yep.
doesn't trick anything?
Yep.
Let me make some calls.
Just be mindful with the calls. You can't really get caught using a phone. I got a burner phone here if you want to use that.
Be
She's
very
gonna
careful what you say.
open her hand. I have 2 goals. Could I see if they can go fetch me?
If I can do
Like-
what?
If they can fetch me do this job for me.
Well, I mean, yeah, their goal is there for.
Yeah. I'm gonna call him up and I'm gonna ask him like, hey, I need you to do something.
These are the 2 you sent to me, right?
Yep.
Let me take a look at them real quick.
No problem. It's been a second since I've looked at them. I think I'll send Harper.
Okay, I need to think for a moment.
You're good.
Um, I'm just going through my notes here real quick. There we go. Okay, so you call her cell phone, I guess?
Yeah.
She doesn't answer. Which is pretty unusual for her. She's like one that sticks by her phone.
Is she working at the bar?
She was.
I'm gonna give her at the bar a call.
Okay, the phone rings like a half dozen times. No answer.
Fuck.
That didn't sound good.
She's not answering her phone. Let me try call. I'm gonna dial up her number.
Who you calling?
Rosaline.
Okay.
Together.
The phone rings several times. Oh, let me see her thing here. Yeah. What does she do?
Hmm? I mean, what does she do?
What is she like? What's her job? Presuming she has one.
She's a sex worker, but I'm trying to get in contact with Danielle.
Yeah, I get that.
She's a sex worker, but also like closer to Vivian.
Okay, the phone rings several times and then answers. Hello.
Hi, it's Vi. Do you know where
What number
Danielle
is
is?
this?
I had no time to explain. Do you know where Danielle's at? I've been trying to get in contact with her.
I'm assuming that wasn't she working tonight?
I thought she was.
Shit.
Her phone went off. I called the bar. Nothing answered.
I just drove by there. I was going to get dropped off, but
Could you check?
there was several police cars and ambulances parked out front.
Fuck! I'm gonna hang up the call and go. We need to go back now.
Oh,
Not
There's
me.
police cars and ambulances.
The car with bodies in my trunk
Okay.
aren't going there.
Okay.
can you two deal with that? Vi and I will go to the bar.
Yep. No problem.
Yep.
God fucking damn it, motherfucker.
Breathe. Vi.
Sorry, I know.
This is
I'm trying to maintain composure here.
This is not the time.
I know.
You don't know what's
can-
going on there. Go
Hey.
find out first before you.
I know.
Okay.
All right. Catch you guys later.
See you.
And Junior looks over at Quaid. Well, that was something.
Quaid shrugs.
Hey, DM.
Well,
Yep.
I think this is a pretty stressful situation for Vi. Could I make a Ravis check to see if she gets more?
Absolutely. If you want to do more damage to your character, you just have to let me know. You don't have to ask me.
Thank God she succeeded.
Doesn't get more hungry, but still pretty stressed out.
You could always make a frenzy check. and we
I don't
just
think we're at frenzy level yet.
well, like no, but it's just sort of her temperament, like you know what I mean. So it's not frenzy. It's you know
Is she?
she's on edge. She could
Hmm.
tip into that territory very easily. Yeah, it's your character. Like you tell me how you respond,
Sure.
not vice versa.
I think she's just stressed.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's just get back to the bar.
As you're pulling up to the bar, around the corner from the bar, you can see the reflections of the lights of emergency vehicles.
I'm gonna walk up to the nearest one and go, "What the hell happened here?"
There's several cops around that are New York City police.
Mm-hmm.
That are kind of containing the scene. And there's the ambulance doors are open, and some people, like, you can see Danielle in the back of an ambulance with a blanket around her. And it appears that some cops are kind of talking to bar patrons.
Can I walk up to one of the cops?
The second you come close to the cops are like, you can't come anywhere near here. Sorry.
I run this establishment. I want to know what
Doesn't
happened.
matter. This is a crime scene.
Can I know what happened?
No, I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell you what happened if I wanted to. Is Matthias with you?
I mentioned, yeah, Matthias.
I obviously was going to try to find a place to park and just kind of observe, see what.
Yeah, of course. You can, street parking everywhere.
I think she's gonna go around the back, try and go in the back entrance, kind of.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely slip in the back.
I'm going to observe from far, not say anything. Like get in a pile of looky-loos. I don't know if there are any.
You're there in time to see the coroner's van pull up.
Do I see Claire anywhere?
Right. Yeah, you see her. She's kind of like going in and out of the thing. She's talking to cops and whatnot. It does not look like she's in charge anymore. Vivian, you slip in the back. And the back is that short little hallway that kind of goes to the storage room, and also the hallway that goes to the downstairs and the upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing?
She's gonna try and see if she can get into like the main area to see what happened.
I mean, yeah, you can easily enough. Like, this place on the back of your hand, right?
Yeah.
As you kind of poke your head around the corner, you can hear voices and whatnot, and you can see like several cops inside. It is a massacre in here.
How many dead?
You can't really tell, just because of your positioning. It looks like it's all central in one area around one of the booths that was right by the door. But there's like arterial spray all over the walls, all over the plastic sheeting hanging from the walls that because
Could I make
under construction.
A cult check, maybe?
For
to know what could it cost. It's like super. I obviously know it's supernatural. If I had to guess,
nothing there is indicating anything supernatural. You can't really see anything.
Oh.
Like arterial spray is just like from the artery.
Oh, arterial. Okay. How many bodies are there? If I can tell.
You can't really tell from here. You'd have to go into the room to see. I'm assuming that you're trying to not, like,
Yeah.
walk in to say, here I is. Give me a wits plus awareness roll.
Ugh, 1.
Do you have investigation?
No.
Unfortunate. Yeah, in order for you to see what's going on here, you're going to have to go further into the room. However, there was no security in the back door. It's like they don't even know it's there.
I think she's gonna slip in a little bit more to look around.
Give me a dex plus stealth.
Oh god. I'm gonna use a rouse check to make sure dice.
Sure.
Two.
Okay, what are you wearing? Just out of curiosity.
She's just wearing the stuff she went out with, like a hoodie and.
Yeah, so you're not wearing your normal, like, evening dress kind of thing.
No, she's not wearing like sexy lingerie like she normally does. Or
Okay, you
not
kind of
lingerie,
creep behind the pool tables. You can see, it's one of the tables that your mob guys has claimed as their own. There are 5 bodies in that booth. 2 of them you can identify as mob guys. One of them, Anthony Morello, was one of your main contacts with the mob.
Fuck.
There's Victor Santos, who is a barback. Lola Cruz, one of your escorts. And two other of your girls, like nameless girls. Their bodies are contorted in very unnatural, painful poses. Victor's eyes have been gouged out. Anthony's throat has been cut.
She's gonna go back out and go check on her girls real quick.
I wasn't done, but okay.
Yeah, unless there's anything else. I don't know. Like, I think she's pretty
Yeah.
disgusted by this.
There, give me another wits plus awareness roll again.
Sure.
You could take a bonus of 1.
Oh, okay. I'll take a bonus. 4.
You couldn't see it before because of the flashing lights from the emergency vehicles, but you can see it now. There's writing on the window in blood.
What's it say? What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out. I'm backing up.
Okay.
I'm not fucking with that.
Okay.
And she's gonna go check on the rest of her girls. If you want to switch to
Most
another
of them are out
character.
working. I'm presuming, like, you have them booked on a fairly regular schedule.
Yeah. Just making sure it wasn't like a directed attack at her people or anything.
I mean, I can always make it worse.
Oh, God, please don't DM.
What does it take to get the player's attention?
This has gotten her attention.
Yeah, your girls are fine. The apartments are fine. The downstairs is fine.
Fuck. Okay.
I guess I'm gonna go find Matthias.
All right, he's easy enough to find because he hasn't moved.
In the garage.
No, he's
I'm
parked on the street.
I'm out front, just watching.
She's
Yeah,
gonna
you're
go
watching
back
him
and
carry in body bags, like empty body bags to be filled.
she's gonna
It's
get in
more
the
than
car
one.
with him. And go. It's not good.
She's even a bit more pale than she normally is.
I think she's looking squeamish, you could say.
Let's step back. Tell me what you saw, but take your time.
I saw 5. It's okay. I saw 5 bodies. They were definitely killed in ways. Pretty gruesome. On the wall, painted in blood, it was written, "Cain speaks through me."
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Huge fucking masquerade violation. It's in our fucking bar. 3 of my girls are dead. 2 mobsters. 1 I had it in with, so that's gonna fucking damage. Sorry, I need to calm down. That's gonna damage things. We really need those bodies to disappear.
Well, it's out of our hands right now.
I know.
Get ready for one hell of a ride.
And that's where we'll leave it for tonight. On those fateful words.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was good. Thanks.
God forbid we have anything nice.
This is why we can't have nice things, all right?
You were warned. And remember what I was saying, Alex? Like sometimes the players don't bite on a plot hook.
No, that's fine. Like if
the world
we didn't do
keeps
something, we
moving
didn't do.
around
I'm not
them.
upset. I'm just God. That's gruesome as fuck.
You would have had plenty of warning had you gone and investigated the original body.
The girls.
Yeah.
No,
Cain speaks through me. Jesus
the
Christ.
first body that was like, down at the docks that you guys didn't want to go down and see.
I thought they already investigated the night we were there.
Remember that I said quite clearly they're getting ready to do cleanup in a few hours.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
That was very purposeful.
Damn plot hook.
No, we just shot ourselves in the fucking foot.
Yeah.
Because I wanted you guys to find that initially.
Oh, damn.
But you didn't.
Well, Troy, I'm happy that my character's name wasn't mentioned with Cain, so I'm kind of okay.
Shit's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Well,
I'm okay.
I really, really, really hope the police officers don't take a picture of that wall
Of course I'm going to take a picture of that
and
wall.
indirectly cause the because if the Second Inquisition,
are you sure?
That's
It
not
could just
good.
be a madman. That's unlikely.
That's Sanskrit crazy. I'm guessing.
I feel like that's pretty bad.
Oh, it's bad.
I mean,
Well, in a happy note, Alex, you've got the recap for next week.
yeah. Good luck.
I miss Orion.
I'm looking
I
forward
miss-
to your
I
writing
miss the
skills
fellow
to
gay
see how you
character.
twist this.
I'm looking forward to Glenn showing up to this.
Yep.
Oh my
Poor
God.
Dean.
Poor Dean.
And on the upside, Alex, since you have the recap for next week, we start experience with you.
Woo.
What did you learn?
We really need to really look over everything and not take things for granted or leave them on the back burner. Serious things we need to go do, or we're gonna have it bite us in the fucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take a point.
I have no
Michael.
one to blame but myself.
We spent a good half hour with the role play with the cop. Like, you think the cop was there for a reason? I'm investigating a murder that you
I just
guys
didn't
both commit.
I didn't think we'd have a fucking shootout cut up in our bar.
Well, I even said that it was what was the phrase I used? It was grotesque or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you repeated it back like doesn't sound like a standard shooting. Like, no.
Body's twisted.
This is a body you have not seen. And you still haven't seen. And then when you went to the car, all the bodies were accounted for. And what else did I say? TDC that you will remember. What did Claire say? That she was trying.
No, so go ahead.
She was trying to keep NYPD out of it.
Because it's out of her hands, and it's a bigger problem. It's not. But anything on land is NYPD. Anything in the water is her.
Right. One body she can,
Yeah. Obviously.
Not fucking 5.
Yeah.
Anyways, Michael, what'd you learn?
I learned that the Port Authority is investigating the incident down at the docks, and that we weren't necessarily people of interest, but I think by the time she runs Quaid's stuff, we will be, or he will be.
I mean,
it's out of her.
What did we just talk about?
It's out of her hands now.
No, not that at all.
Oh,
what was the Port Authority investigating?
The murder.
I don't know that we really were told.
We weren't told what they were investigating.
It was a murder investigation. Further than that, I don't think she gave us anything.
Yeah, she did.
She said where it was at.
At the place next to Anheuser-Busch, at the warehouse. What was that? Was that the one where the girls were found?
Nope.
So it's a completely different murder.
Uh-huh. Because all the bodies you have accounted for.
Yeah.
You cleaned up that mess. Well, cleaned up is a strong phrase.
Okay. Okay, now we're holding on to it.
But you have those bodies, yet somehow she's still got a body.
Interesting.
And you got all the stray girls.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So what was she investigating?
Well, somebody else died. Question is who?
I was kind of waiting for you to press on that, but you didn't.
I was trying to be inquisitive but polite for the sake of just.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything wrong. I
But-
just kind of expected you to take the information and be like, no, we won't go anywhere near there. But not near there, I mean directly there.
Yeah.
But, whatever. You didn't.
Well, being that I've used my name, which was intended because if anything had to do with us, it was going to come back to me anyway.
Yeah. That's all. That was fine.
Yeah. It was just we were trying to dance around one murder when she was doing something for a different purpose.
Yeah. The bodies are just stacking up and you can't keep track of them anymore.
Apparently.
Because the number 2 is difficult.
The number 5 is difficult.
Well, yeah, now it's technically up to 9.
Is it? Well, 5. Yeah, 5 in the bar, 4 in the car,
10, sorry.
10. 1 at the dock. So 10
I
bodies.
can't add. Yep.
Mhm.
4 in your guy's car.
Jesus.
Well, tune in next week.
So yeah, back to Michael. So what was she investigating?
She said she was investigating a murder, and
Hmm.
I don't know that I know any more than that.
Fair. You know, a little bit more than that, a slight bit, but like nothing of a lot of consequence. So take a point. So now TDC,
Mm-hmm.
give me a fact.
We got someone's attention.
All right, take a point.
You think?
Pretty
I
accurate.
I mean,
Tyler, educate me. What did I
Yeah.
do?
Well, a little earlier, which I confirmed through Quaid, is that Bouchard has confirmed that it's the Samis that destroyed the Ministry over in over across the river there.
Carl.
But as well in pertaining to the, oh no, that's just on Claire Rains, the Port
All right.
Authority check.
Well, I mean that's good. You got that information out of Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he noticed that you got that information out of him.
Probably not.
I didn't notice.
No.
that they talked about the
'Cause it's-
Samitsi.
Very fucking cleverly worded.
Yeah, we were just talking.
Yeah. All good. So Alex, what's really going on?
That's a good fucking question. I think we pissed off the wrong person. Maybe a Samitsi, another Tremere, maybe a Banu Hakim. The amount of people we could have pissed off is endless. Maybe someone who's bitter about what we did with Panhard.
Checking
right.
all the boxes.
Take a point. I think someone will expand on that.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. Like, you know, that's kind of the beginning of it all. Let's see if somebody remembers. Michael,
Yeah.
what's really going on?
My nomination would be that either that Samitsi was around and saw us and perhaps followed us, or this Sanskrit person that I don't know anything about is making a statement. As Vi said, there's a long list of people it could be, but I think that would be my first two, top of my
Sure.
list of suspects.
Sure, somebody was listening. Take a point. TDC.
Yeah, for my lack of knowledge of the lore, when Kane speaks to them, that's a Samitsi thing, or is that a? I mean, maybe it's the. My brain leads towards the Sanskrit and the actual event that happened the previous episode. I'm drawing a.
Yeah, there are no wrong answers.
I
here.
know.
It's just kind of
I know we're fucked. We're definitely on the spotlight of not only an unknown entity, but now the Camarillas. Something's gonna leak to the Camarilla, and we're really gonna. Panhard's gonna be questioning some shit.
Panhard's gonna be fucking pissed at this.
If not, my own house will be, since I haven't had a meeting.
Oh.
With
There's something else I forgot to give to you, Alex.
Yeah.
You sound so thrilled.
I'm not happy. What is it?
Hold on, I gotta find it.
What's up, Cheetah?
Where did it go? Fuck.
God damn it, Troy.
It'll take me.
You stress me out.
Just give me a moment.
Oh God.
I think this will work. Technology. Yep, there we go. On another window, there's that.
Oh, motherfucker.
You want to?
It's Sabat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That'll be the cane.
That's that explains Kane, because I mean that was my mind of who does Sabat, who says Sabat speaks to them.
Vivian hates fuck, what are they called? The Anarch. She fucking hates this 100 times more.
That wow.
And that's also scrolled in blood.
Oh my god, I hate Sabat so much.
So yeah, TDC, take a point. Tyler.
Here. What I think's really going on is with the upper echelons not even calling us, bugging us, or anything, the sheriff is busy rounding up or getting what he needs off other people that need to be dealt with within the upper Primogen Council. Because to me, things are seemingly quiet amongst the Camarilla, so it seems like everyone's taken a step back to plan their next action fully and with strength. Now, as for the whole shipping container stuff, there's definitely a fight going down at the docks. Because now that we've been targeted with the Sabat of sorts, so could be a loose Sabat affiliation, like the Sanskrit, or this Clark guy is a two-faced fucker and knows who we are and got caught in something, and we just happen to be there. And man, I'm really not trusting that guy, but we have to for now.
He had some idea who we were because he popped up with the name of the bar.
Yeah, like there's something off with him. That's now with the cane thing and the mob people getting attacked. Like
he was worried. Well, he was worried people are getting in on his turf, and he's not getting a cut.
That's right. So I think he knows that maybe I don't know who he's got to deal with or who he doesn't, but because he targeted the mob guys that are involved with the docks, that could be him, or it could be the Sanskrit people that want him out of the picture because they want control of the docks, and they're the ones that have ties to the Sabat, or to make it look like they do, just to scare people.
Okay, keep following up that line of thought. If they want control of the docks, and you're claiming control over Hunt's Point, what does that mean?
Oh yeah, that's fucking turf war. Big
Yeah.
time. So.
All right, take a point.
I don't even care about the docks that much.
You will once we get control of it. And then everybody comes to us for what we need.
Remember when the discussion was we should expand our territory, and Quaid was saying we probably shouldn't do that until we had the muscle to actually hold it? This is kind of what I was thinking.
Well,
Once again, Quaid is correct.
My expansion was like a block, not the fucking entire port.
I know, but that was a discussion, and that's why I reacted that way too.
Yeah,
I guess we got a higher muscle now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think after this, it's going to come expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Always expensive.
Regardless of which, take a point, Ty.
Thank you.
So, Alex, how'd this session make Vivian feel?
She hates vampires so much. She hates all the infighting. She hates the turf wars. She hates having to murder people. She's just tired of it all. It's not like you can unsubscribe from being a vampire. She's stuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be okay.
I don't. I think Matthias might have to kill her one day.
Vivian?
If she's got Vivian's, and to Matthias, Vivian's.
Vivian's the problem right now.
No, no, she's not the problem. If she flies off the handle and well,
I'm just gonna subtly remind you about the 4 bodies left in the trunk of your car that you left in your name that you went to the police and told was stolen.
In my defense, Vivian's never actually killed anyone.
Fair.
I mean, true. She did shoot at a fucking big fucker, though.
She had intended a couple times, but she didn't do it.
Like a bullet to that guy? Here's a K-bar.
She wasn't shooting to kill. She knew he could take a...
She wouldn't, when she thought he was a sex trafficker, she wouldn't have fucking pulled a bullet in his head.
Oh, yeah, no, she would have killed him.
Till she learned the truth.
Steve's
That's the truth.
I mean, you could argue she killed that one dude next to Panhard's Manor. Indirectly.
Yeah, it's not like her hands are clean.
But she didn't personally do it. That's what
She led to that man's death.
That's what she does so she can sleep at night. I haven't killed anybody.
Vivian's not an evil person.
Just a very angry little girl who just wants to rip everyone's throat out, but chooses not to.
It's a defense mechanism.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
So she's frustrated with her life as a vampire?
It's just like nothing ever changes. To her, everything is going to keep going on. Everything is exactly... So she's just tired. And she wants change.
I hope that's not a
Well,
reflection
She
on
could do
me.
that change, but I don't think the party would like it.
We're getting change, whether we like it or not. Thank you very much.
I think we just got a heaping helping of change.
Shoved down our throat like Junior did to his little fucking internet puppet.
Like it or not,
It'll make you better as a person in time.
This is what makes you a better human. Wait, you're a monster. Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
I'll do
That's
my remorse test now too.
So take a point, Alex. So Michael, how's Quaid feeling right now?
Do you remember how Quaid was feeling good about himself last week? This is pretty much the opposite.
Oh god, that's so perfect.
Nothing he's tried to do has worked right. He's given up an identity to the cops that's going to lead to that identity being a suspect, which he's going to have to try to clean up to the degree he can. He's killed another person, which he hates but didn't see a whole lot of choice. And he took that off of the other two. We've got bodies galore, a massacre in the bar, not just the one officer in the bar, but now, a big chunk of the precinct of NYPD over a massacre. And
I'm just waiting for
I don't think he's seen any of the messages in blood on the wall, but I'm sure that when he hears about it, that's not going to make him feel any better. So he is, he feels a certain amount of sorrow for often the guy in the trunk, although he was scum, and it's sort of a limited sympathy. This isn't,
Sure.
some civilian that, this was a guy who was real scum. So he's got a limited amount of sympathy, but he kind of regrets it. But he's Quaid's whole deal was he just wants to fucking be quiet and kind of build his life and stay the hell out of all of this shit. And it's just all landed in his lap and all over him in the coterie. Completely.
If only he wasn't a player character, then he could have a fucking quiet life.
Yeah, well, I understand that conflict is kind of what drives this game, and that quiet life isn't his destiny. But that doesn't mean he can't wish.
Sure,
Hope,
absolutely.
You know, he would greatly prefer to just go about his business and try to make a little money and build a power base. But
He would
right now he's more
if a
concerned.
player fucking shelved him.
Right now he's more concerned with keeping his ass alive and not having to deal anymore with the cops. And shortly, the Sabat. So yeah, he's scared, he's hurt, he's angry, he's full of regret, and he's basically, his whole mood has just turned upside down, and he's in a dark place.
The smile turned into a frown.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, take a point.
I'm not going to carve it into my face, though.
Fair enough.
Just hang upside down. You'll be fine.
You're bad after all.
TDC, how'd the session make Matthias feel?
Remember when Matthias was living that life in the ivory tower because of his sire, and everyone knew him? Now that she was dead and nobody knows him, he kind of accepted it. Now everyone's gonna know who the fuck he is again, but not for the right reason.
In a bad way.
And he's waiting for the sheriff to kick in the door. Because he sees the NYPD and he just sees the sheriff because he knows that he has a bunch in his pocket. He's seen him just manhandle PD. So he's in just utter, not knowing what's on the inside, he's in utter just shock of what is going on right now.
Question for you.
Okay.
What did Matthias forget?
Probably a lot of things.
There's something very important that he forgot. What was he supposed to do tonight?
It wasn't supposed to be tonight. She was going to set up a time. We never set up a time to have a meeting.
Fair.
So that was in the back of my mind, but I never got around to it. And
yep.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's all
young.
good.
It's
Is it though?
No, it's not good. It's gonna be, yeah. I have a feeling.
In the tooth.
I have a feeling that offer is rescinded now, but we'll find out.
Or shortly will be.
I'll take a point. So Tyler, how'd the session make Junior feel?
Junior feels like he's getting to understand the coterie a bit better. He's getting to understand, or getting more comfortable with Quaid. He's just not that fucking lurking, sewage-smelling fucking jungle rat from Vietnam. Like there's something to him. And Vivian is definitely has a bit more of a colorful background, not tortured and kept in a dark basement, although something's going on there with her that she's definitely holding close and not talking about. So he's with Matthias, he's doesn't want to get too close to him at the moment, considering he lost his sire and his clanmate, so he's going to be keeping his distance from him, I think, for the next little bit. But yeah, he's feeling okay with the coterie, and the shit that's been kind of going on is shit's gone down, and now it's time to clean up to the best that we can. So it's time to get to work. So that's how he's feeling.
Busy.
Busy but good, but busy.
Troy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I hire Vincent? My Seattle character.
I don't think he would do much better.
But
I'm gonna
he's
roll the
just.
test. Woohoo!
Should we do that now?
All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's do our remorse test before we forget.
Yeah.
If I have my dots right? Hopefully.
Yeah, it's the negative version for dots.
Yeah, I have three dots, so.
That's
Yeah.
success for Matthias.
Good.
Success for Quaid.
We'll take one off.
It automatically does it.
It'll
Yeah.
do it.
Alex.
How do I make a remorse check? Sorry.
Under humanity, there's a remorse test.
Below your skills.
Oh, I see. I'm good.
And Vivian succeeds. So everyone feels bad about what's going on, like the amount of murders and shit that they've done.
But we're not going to lose sleep over it. No,
No, you
that's
probably will lose
I
sleep
know
over
we
it.
will lose sleep over it. That was a joke.
But if you don't lose sleep over it, that's probably the bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for Vivian to drop one.
Drop what?
One humanity.
You're waiting
Yeah.
What happens to her when she starts losing her humanity?
when she starts. Yeah. Oh boy.
I don't want to know. I'm scared of her.
Well, we are halfway through Act 2.
If we survive. Act 2.
Yeah. I figure like 10 minutes into next session, the sheriff shows up.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my god, I gotta deal with this bitch ass motherfucker.
And I just can't tell you how eager I am for that to happen.
I'm going to
I'm
sit
gonna shoot the
there.
fucking sheriff.
But don't shoot the deputy.
Yeah, but not the deputy.
Damn
You can
straight.
shoot anyone but the deputy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so next week is definitely going to be interesting.
It certainly is.
For some values of interesting.
And my closing comment will be, not everything is as it appears.
Things
Well,
to
that's
make it
good,
go.
'cause It sure got a big heap of bodies.
This body.
Well, the bodies
These
are
are not the bodies you're looking for. I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Be right back.
Yeah,
All right, y'all. What an incredible episode! Incredible episode. I look forward to seeing how it comes out next week, and appreciate those that came by, said hi. Hope you listen. If you listen to the VOD, welcome. Tune in next week. We'll see where this chaos leads. So, much love. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other, and do a random stranger a favor and give him a compliment.